Make of thyselves that which ye desire, be it a lord, be it a god, but should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices. Hello and welcome everyone to a Creatures and Corridors live stream. Today we're playing a little Dungeons and Dragons. We are in session 2 of our Theros Beyond Death campaign. This is a Greek fantasy inspired take on a D&D setting, and we are, well, we're dead. But we're trying to get better. So I guess we're just gonna have to play and find out what happens to the fate of our heroes here. So yeah. When last we left our heroes, they were locked in combat in a eternal battlefield filled with souls that were fighting for who knows what end. They were just fighting for the sake of fighting, and we're going to go ahead and pick up that battle that's still underway right now.
Well, I don't think we're fighting for the sake of fighting.
Well, you're not, but they are.
Oh, okay. I was like, we have a sense of direction. And
Yeah,
these guys are just
you guys have got a plan. Don't worry. Okay, we were on. I think we were on the.
We had just finished my turn. You know who also has a plan?
We should be at the top of the round.
Yes. Who has a plan?
Commissioner Gordon had a plan. Batman has a plan. But do I really look like a man with a plan?
Neither do I. It's okay. Okay, so these hoplites, they are going to make some attacks at you guys.
Are they gonna hop light?
They're gonna hop lightly and stab you with their spears.
I think a couple of them need to make wisdom saving throws against the spirit guardians.
Oh, yep. So we're on the blue guys' turns here. These oh yeah, these two are caught, right.
There's two of them there caught.
They're getting spanked.
Okay.
She knows what she said, Russell.
Okay.
She knows what she said.
Take it easy. Take it easy. I failed. Completely massacred. So as they get pelted by spectral vines and magical energy that's emanating forth from Hestia, they just get obliterated and turned into these petrified statues, and their brothers are. They're not even concerned with the loss of ranks. They're so dedicated to winning this war that they're very clearly not succeeding in. So they are going to you know what? This guy is going to turn around and he's going to shoot some magic missiles over at Hestia.
Dang.
Kind of rude.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
that's illegal.
So we're going to do a second level magic missile here.
That's
Oof.
Oh,
boy.
well, remember that I'm taking half of that damage, but I can't stop the concentration checks that we're both going to be making off of this.
Yep.
Just natural 20 concentration checks, guys. It's not that hard.
It's easy.
It's
yeah.
fine. No. Hestia, you are getting +5 to your Constitution saving throw from me right now. So
Okay.
keep that in mind when you make your concentration checks.
All right, so he whips around and he blasts forth these icy bolts that all connect. It's 11 force damage, and I'll need you to make 4 concentration checks.
Okay, so I take half of that, remember? So you take 5, I take 5.
Or 6 and 5.
Then just add 5 to those.
It was a
Waiting for-
level 2 magic missile, so one more.
One more.
Natural 1.
Oh, do this.
So
Now I need to make my 4 because I still took
jeez.
4. Hold on, I'm gonna throw it.
it's still 4 instances of damage, even though.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
They're both taking it.
Imagine
Ooh, but Kyle succeeds.
Ooh.
succeed easily with my +7 to Constitution saving throw.
So he whips around and he fires off these magic bolts from his hand, and they're just the golden glow of like a shield around you. Just each time it connects, you like faintly see it like pop up for a minute. It's like poof, 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 poof. And so then these 4 guys over here, you know what? You've got a lot of health. Now we'll do 2 at Kyrikos and 2 at Arcus. We're just gonna swing with our spear attack here.
Rude.
Okay, so both of the ones at Argus missed, and both of the ones at Kyrikos hit, and one of them is a crit.
Yeah.
So it's 8 piercing, and then another another 15 piercing on top of that.
Big boy damage.
They're like, we must take this battlefield for Miletus. And then it's the Centaur's turn. So the Centaur
What's his name again?
what I'm about to tell you. Okay. he lets out this guttural cry, and he's like, "Ugh, may a million more souls fall before the blade of Wroth Dagger Eye. All shall hear my name and quake at the very thought of meeting me in battle." Then, as if fueled by his own words, you see Wroth begin to grow. A tinge of the
Whoa.
starry nyx begins to creep around the peripherals of his form, and his size begins to expand. Before long, he's nearly as big as the Cyclops was.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Question:
Suck that away.
if,
I would like to rage.
so, if you're grappling somebody, that means you're also restrained, right?
No.
Grappling doesn't restrain you,
Oh, okay.
but it does also reduce your... No, it doesn't reduce your speed. Never mind. Thinking of something else.
If you want to move with the grappled creature, your speed is halved. But if you're just grappling them, then nothing happens. Except for the fact that you have one hand being used to grapple them. So you can't like attack with a 2-handed weapon while you're grappling somebody.
Okay.
And so this giant centaur, he's got this this long sword, and he is going to make 2 reckless attacks at these 2 guards right next to him, these Miletian hoplites.
Got him.
And I forgot to set up
Could we also get you to type out his name?
Wroth
Dagger
Dagger Eye. Jinx, you owe me a soda or something.
Got him. So he does a substantial amount of damage to the 2 of them, and he's actually going to throw down his shield, and he's going to pull out a second short sword and make 1 more attack at this guy who's at low health. Might as well, since I'm... And so he just completely lops this guy's head off with that 3rd attack, turning him into another statue.
Don't lose your head over the situation. I'll see myself out.
Please do.
Stand by your punch, you coward.
All right, so Hestia, as you kind of like take in all this new information, this centaur has doubled in size, and the battle seems to be turning in y'all's favor. You glance above the gateway that you guys have been making your way towards. The portcullis separates you from what you hope is freedom on the other side, and in like a shimmering script, you see these letters begin to take form above the top of the door. but it's written in Minotaur language.
All right.
Sure.
I will point it out to my comrades, and I am preparing to cast a prayer of healing where I can select 6 creatures. So I will select. And it's
It had a
anyone.
10-minute cast time, by the way.
Oh, is it?
A 10-minute cast time.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I am going to cast Mass Healing Word then.
That works. Yeah, prayer of healing is a short rest without a short rest.
Oh, I see it now. So I will still select 6 comrades. So I think I can target all of us.
I don't need it.
Well, you know
I
what?
think
She
it's
can
just
target 6 anyway. She can target.
I think it's just a.
I was just being generous, like, you know what I mean?
Well, Spyro's not missing any health, so she could heal the centaur if he's missing any.
If only you
Yeah,
could
how's
target
that
the same person twice.
How's that centaur looking?
Oh, he's looking quite healthy. He's having the time of his life.
I'm having the time of my life.
Let me do
He's just
some.
spinning in circles, covered in a starry dress, slicing people apart.
Singing "You Spin Me Right Round."
Yeah.
It's a tunic. Thank you very much.
Toga.
I assume this one I can cast it on myself too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody gets healed
This is
12.
with
Yes.
Sweet.
Dang, that's 2 plus healing.
Big heals.
Don't we also get the level of the
Yes.
spell in healing?
I added it
Started.
already.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I got you.
Ooh.
Hey, big tings in that.
What else? You staying put or are you moving?
I'm going to move closer. And I am going to keep pointing at the words.
So
Okay,
they
Bjork. Yeah,
pull me closer.
you see Hestia, shoot out these beams of light that all arc to the location of your allies, healing their wounds, and then she dashes forward, like pointing towards the door. And it takes you a minute to like kind of put together what she's pointing at, and then you also take notice of the words that have appeared above this door.
Oh, yes, your passive perception is much higher than mine. By a good, 15.
Me too.
Me too. Oh, sorry. It's a reference probably nobody gets. If I remember correctly, Bjork and Kyrikos are the ones that can both speak Centaur.
Minotaur, yes.
Sorry.
I'm going to follow, as I get closer, reading it, to thine own self be true. That's not helpful at all. Do you have any idea what that means? I'm not the smartest Minotaur, but I have any idea what that means. Estia?
Just gotta live, laugh, love. Okay.
Oh no.
Trying to think of what
Have
the
you
limits
tried walking through the gate yet?
Not yet.
5, 10, 15. Does the gate, what's it called? This is obviously like the edges of like the gate, but is this like where the gate ends, or is the gate?
These, if I can snap correctly, these 4 squares is where the gate is.
Okay.
So like right here, basically. I hope that helps. Sorry, that was a oversight when I designed this map.
No, it's all right. It makes sense because we're looking at it from above.
You should have
it
put a
called?
letter in each of those squares that spells out gate.
5. That's funny.
It's always the
10,
simple
15.
things, Russell.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
What's it called? I'm gonna try putting my hands through the gate or lifting it or some combination of both.
Are you going to try to move through it, or are you going to try to lift it?
I'm going to try to move through it first, which I imagine doesn't require very much energy.
So you lean forward, hoping that you'll phase straight through the gate, and as you concentrate on the thought of leaving this battle, you move through the gate to the other side.
Follow me? Focus on yourself and your objectives. And don't worry about the battle. Don't get lost in the fighting. I imagine those who get lost in the fighting are doomed to stay here forever.
Is that
And
your turn?
I'll wait on I'll wait on the other side of the gate because I'm still within 10 feet of people.
Here it goes. Anthony?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. 'Cause we're
I
not
know
in.
how hard that is for your sport.
Don't hurt yourself.
I
I'm just
walked
playing.
into that one.
Negative. We are going to cast a first level spell. Fog Cloud!
Nice.
And we'll 20-foot radius, so we'll like cover the entrance so nobody can see.
20-foot radius? Jesus.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, but we can just go through the gate.
Yeah, I know.
20. Okay. Like this?
One more square over.
This?
No, to the right. Like through the gate. Yeah.
That?
Yeah. And then, now that everything is obscured, that means people can't see me, so they can't make attacks of opportunity, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they can, but it's just a disadvantage. Because you are lightly obscured? Heavily obscured.
Heavily obscured.
Heavily obscured.
Heavily obscured. So heavily obscured is like being blind.
And if you're blind, you can't make an attack.
Yeah, you can.
No, well, you can't
I
make
guess
it.
you
No,
can
he
make
can
a
ju- he needs
melee
attack of
attack.
opportunity. What's it
Oh.
called? In order to make an attack of opportunity, you have to see the target.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Ended contention.
Well, if
Yeah.
you
Alright.
could, if
Which
you
means-
didn't know that they were there, then how would you know to take the opportunity attack?
Well, there goes my Daredevil character I wanted to build.
See, you need blind sight.
Yeah, if you get blind sight, you override that and can.
Yeah, so it says a blinded creature, the attack rolls have disadvantage. So that does kind of imply that they can still.
You can make an opportunity attack.
No, but
but-
the rules for opportunity attack specifically say
Oh, they have to be
it's a
able to
creature
see
you
it.
can see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay.
That makes invisibility pretty fucking strong.
Following
The trick is using it properly. That's the hard part.
following Bjork's example, we're just gonna try to walk through the gate. Well, I moved the wrong.
So as you concentrate on trying to follow behind Bjork, and you think about the task that you've been given by your god Perforos of seeking something called the Darkness Flame, you're not even sure what that means or where to begin looking for it or how to find it. You just know it's somewhere in the underworld. You focus on that feeling and on that goal, and you head straight through the gate, and you pass through as if it wasn't even there.
Yeah. Now, Spyro's turn. He's going to use his action to break the grapple.
Okay.
So,
Is he still grappled?
I mean, unless you stopped
No.
grappling when you made those attacks against me.
He was grappled by the
Bandits, right?
bandits. Yeah, the bandits grappled him, not these guys.
Yeah, those dudes got murked like a round or two ago.
Oh, sorry. I guess the symbol is my shield of faith that I forgot about. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna also walk through with me.
Well, have you been making concentration checks for that shield of faith?
I forgot that time I just got hit.
Whoops. Yeah, you have to make 2. You got to attack twice.
With the Constitution saving throws.
Yep. Thanks for the reminder, Kyle.
You're welcome. Though it doesn't really matter now that we're out of combat, almost.
It did matter because I dropped it anyway.
Whoopsie daisies. Isn't Fog Cloud concentration anyways?
Well,
It
I also just cast it though, so.
Yeah. So
Oh
he
yeah,
was
that
up-
would have dropped. Yeah.
So you would have dropped anyways. All good. Okay. Didn't even matter. All right. So you the two of you make it through, and but your fog cloud still persists.
Yes.
Even though you're on the other side of these bars here.
Okay. Cool.
Argus. Argus. You want to pick up that shield? Remember you left. Remember you left your shield last time. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
It's all the way over here.
Right. The centaur. He just threw down his shield to pull out his second short sword.
I don't know if you'd appreciate
Grab his
you
shield
taking
and
his
bounce.
shield. Did any of
You
these
just get a
guys?
50 feet. You're fine.
He doesn't seem like he really wants it right now.
None of them can
Did
see
any
you
of
anyway.
Did any of the Apollites that died, that turned to stone, did their gear turn to stone too?
But most like their armor and stuff, yes. But one of them did drop his right before he got squished. Right as he was getting pelted by Hestia's spirit guardians, he did drop both his spear and his shield. So it's in this space to the bottom right of you here.
All right, so I'll move there. I'll grab the shield that Apollo dropped.
It is.
As a reminder, it is heavily obscured.
Yeah.
That's fair, isn't it?
He's like down on his hands and knees, like my glasses, my
Yeah.
shield. I can't fight without my shield.
If you have a roll you have to make, just let me know because I can nullify a disadvantage for one roll.
Do you have to see the target in order to do that?
Yeah.
All that happened before Kirikos cast the fog cloud. So you were still aware like of your surroundings. You were fighting on two fronts. So you were watching both sides.
So would I for sure know it didn't move? Could I just go grab it then?
Yeah. Once you move in, so you move into the space and then you'll see it basically.
All right. So then I'd grab the shield. I'm gonna take opportunity attack from these guys, right?
Nope.
No,
Oh no,
they can't see you.
That's right.
Ooh.
This is why I cast fog cloud, so they couldn't make opportunity attacks.
All right, and then I'm going
like that
to.
artwork.
My level strats by Anthony.
I'm gonna go ahead and push my way through the gate. I have observed, and now I will act. Now, step there.
Realizing your work here is done, Argus, you press forward through the bars and phase right through, just as the others have.
And I will move my echo. Actually, I'll just dissipate it, which I can do as a bonus action. So.
He poofs away.
Alright, so that's canon. Every time it disappears, it's gonna make that noise.
It's like Team 4-star, man.
He's gonna show up with a muffin next time. Okay, if that's your
Put in a
turn.
muffin button.
That's your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn, sir.
All right. These three green circle chicks they're gonna go fall back, take a defensive position. They're gonna move out of the fog. They're gonna move back this way. They're gonna start restocking their arrows and bandaging themselves. They're all gonna. This chick's gonna cast Cure Wounds on herself. This one's gonna cast Cure Wounds too. Osialis.
Osialis sees everybody phasing through the gate shortly before the cloud pops up. And he
I
is
was the only
going
person
to...
who faced the gate before the clouds popped up.
You saw Bjork go through at the very least.
saw
You saw me go through,
At the very least.
and I was just like, focus on yourself, and then poof, a giant cloud appeared.
It is a safe
I am
assumption we are all
actually
following suit.
going to cast Misty Step.
You have to see though, don't you?
An unoccupied space that you can see.
Rip.
Fog cloud is. Today we learned that fog cloud is also good against spellcasters.
Kirikos was working for the bad guys all along.
Okay, well, let's see
Who
if
else do you
I've
think
got
put you
I've got
here in
70
first place?
feet of movement, so I should be able to make it regardless.
Just need the mention door.
Just take the dash action.
Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to take the
You-
dash action.
You have surmised the centaur is not hostile to you. He seems to have taken
Okay.
the kindness that Kiriko showed him into account for this battle.
He likes
I'm
us.
going to move Osialis over
You
here.
fight with honor and dignity.
It may not be my fate to die in battle, or to battle forever. But mayhaps a battle that lasts forever is an afterlife that people want. And then
I wouldn't dream of it any other way. Come at
and
me!
so it is our fate.
And just as you guys move through the other side of this portcullis, the scene of battle behind you seems to dissipate through the other side of the bars, as if it was being wiped away and the entire interior is empty, filled with
Hestia's still
nothing.
there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Does
Sorry.
that mean she died?
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, no. She's fine. No, she's fine. Everybody, calm down.
He's gone! We lost
gonna-
her!
No. You're fine. I thought everyone was through the other side. My bad. Okay. These hoplites. They're gonna charge the centaur, and they're gonna keep trying to kill him. So they're gonna make a couple attacks at him.
At disadvantage. Because
At
he's heavily
disadvantage.
obscured.
Yep. True.
But it balances out because he reckless.
Right, he did. Yeah, he did reckless. So two of them do manage to hit. So they're going toe to toe now. They seem to be completely focused on this new monstrous threat. Then he's gonna turn around and chop another one of their heads off in kind. He's just gonna completely demolish this guy. Oh, there's a
I really wish we could see what was going on down there. It sounds epic.
sounds super epic.
Should I drop concentration? Isn't dropping concentration a reaction?
It's a free action.
It's a free
But
action.
don't drop concentration until Hestia crosses over.
Well, she's not
Wait,
over
no.
yet. I can't see her.
I can't see.
Okay, Hestia, now it's your
Hestia!
turn.
I'm gonna drop my concentration on my guardians and cast guidance on, or maybe I'll cast. Let me check something real quick.
Oh, actually, I was supposed to save for at least
Yeah.
one of those guys. Here, go ahead and roll
Yeah.
damage. There were two that were.
Yeah. Both of these.
Now these guys moved into it. So that guy that actually killed him. Wow. And then this guy.
Wait, that means his attack actually wouldn't have gone through on the centaur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Okay, as you were. So you said you're dropping concentration.
Yeah. And I'm going to give our centaur friend some guidance before I cross over.
The good touch.
The good touch. Pray over him just a little bit.
I'll step back as Hestia bumps into me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
so like I was
Drop-
saying before,
Drop the cloud.
Hestia.
Drop the cloud.
Hestia, when you cross through the threshold to the other side, then the scene of battle dissipates and seems to be completely washed away, like the interior is entirely empty, as the your ears are kind of still ringing from the din of the battle, and everyone's like adrenaline is all ratcheted up, and you're just kind of standing there in this quiet room.
I guess I'll drop my concentration on the cloud. Since I can't see the area anymore.
That was the sound your cloud made when it died.
Nice. We did it! Yay.
What did we do?
We got through it.
Yeah.
Past
Yes, we
our second challenge, I suppose.
That wasn't the
Agreed.
first.
Our first one was having money.
I suppose.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
Suppose that's you were successful. All right.
Hey Argus, what was that? It looked kind of like you.
Oh, well, that would be my amorphous friend. Some would call it an echo. It is a ripple in the sea of time that I am able to project of myself. One of my many existences coming to my aid.
Damn, that sounds awesome.
All right. Can you try that again, but for stupid people?
I make a copy of myself that aids me when I need it.
Oh, that's cool. All right. I understand.
Do you want this ring back?
No, you should. We can hold on to it for a little bit longer. My instincts tell me that the whatever spell lasts a little bit longer. So just in case we get another fight shortly,
Okay.
we should get away from the fighting. I imagine.
Agreed.
I can't even see it anymore.
Neither can I. But
Dissipated.
what was on the opposite side of this hallway?
So the room you now find yourselves in it seems to be similar in like shape and dimensions to the armory that was on the other side, except for this one is pretty much empty. There's a couple of benches and tables, but it's other than that, it's just like a empty vacant room.
Does anyone want to take a short rest real quick before we continue this trek?
I could go for a
Not
rest.
sure.
I don't,
Seems I am outvoted then.
I don't see anything wrong with this room. I doubt anyone that comes through is going to attack us, I hope.
I'm a little hurt.
Oh,
I
see,
wouldn't
Alice
mind
is just
some time.
spooked. He's a little. We just went from a big old battle into this room that's completely quiet, so he's got like the hair on his mane is kind of like prickly.
You seem bothered there, Asilius.
We
You
were
alright?
just in a battle, and now it is silent. This worries me. I fear this may be a trap. But perhaps I am overlooking things.
I
don't
could use a
know.
minute to catch my breath. I'm kind of hurt.
I feel like if the underworld wanted to trap us, we're already in the underworld.
It already has us trapped. Perhaps you have a
Exactly.
point.
Spyro is kind of just kind of sniffing around like the corners of the room and just kind of wandering, and he kind of wanders over towards where like the edge of the room is, and he looks like he's just kind of like looking outside. Just after a minute or two, he gets bored and comes back to Kiriko's.
Is it hot in here?
There does seem to be that same kind of like cooling enchantment that you felt before, in this room, the magical air conditioning.
Nice.
Feels nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
AC 70, so hard to hit.
So, anyways, a trapdoor opens under Bjork.
Good riddance.
I stand by it!
Good riddance.
How long does aid last? Those
8
somebody
hours.
had. Oh,
8
okay,
hours.
okay. Cool.
I forgot about
So-
that. How much does it increase by? I forgot because it didn't
5.
stay on my
was
character
5.
sheet. Okay.
So we agreed we're gonna rest up here on the bench before we continue traveling through the underworld.
I think so.
Yes.
All right.
So you guys sit to kind of make yourselves comfortable, and you don't really have any rations or water or anything with you, but
That's what you
patching patching your wounds and just getting a moment to kind of catch your breath makes you feel rejuvenated, and so you may all short rest.
I'm going
Some
to
hit
right before we
dice.
start. I'm going to use my channel divinity harness power ability to restore spells a spell slot.
think. Nice.
Since my channel divinity recharges on a short rest. I'm going to throw some.
I
hit
will
dice.
roll a hit
Mine
die,
does
but
too,
all I
so I'm
need
gonna
is
do
my
that too.
con mod.
Yeah, it's only once per day, but you know what? It's free.
While you guys are sitting and relaxing, Spyro, Kiriko, Spyro starts like kind of nudging at your bag, at your like backpack, satchel, whatever situation, and he's like nosing at it like he wants something in there.
What you looking for, boy? And
Quack.
I guess I open the bag. I don't know what he's looking for.
He's like he sticks his snoot in there and he's like sniffing around, and he, with the tip of his like snout, pulls out that weird shard of obsidian that you found.
Oh, okay. I give it to him, I guess.
He pulls it out, and then he drops it on the floor at your feet, and then he like scampers over to the edge of the room, and then he once again like looks outside.
Maybe it's a key. I'll go.
Seems
I'll-
we will
I'll-
need it.
I'll pick up the little sliver and I'll go look what he's looking at.
And when you go over to where he's at, he's actually his gaze is like transfixed on one of the rivers of lava that surrounds the outside of this Colosseum. He's looking straight at the lava.
I guess maybe that's where we might need to go next. Good eye, Spyro. And I give him some like head pats.
Of course he like. Yes, give me all the pats. But he kind of like with the top of his head kind of like pushes your leg, and he's like headbutting you.
Well, have we finished our short rest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All good.
I was like, I need to get my hit die first.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure everyone's completely topped off with my channel divinity. So I just have
Nice.
30 HP I can spread around to.
Nice.
I am missing 5.
I
Here's
didn't even
5
roll
for
hit
you.
dice, man.
Yeah, I only rolled one. I only needed my con mod to get me back up.
I did get critted. So I was missing quite a bit. But her healing word put me up a lot, and I rolled 2 hit dice.
Nice.
Spicy healing word.
It was very good. We're not healing yet, mass
everyone's
healing
at
word.
HP plus 5.
Everyone?
I think so.
No, I think
Yeah.
she was only able to choose 3 or 4 people.
Wait for
Oh,
what?
yeah, right. Sorry, you had aid. Yeah, everyone's
for
at max
aid?
HP or HP plus 5.
I think Spyro wants us to go this way, and I point towards the lava river.
Well, it would seem there's only one way out of here, so maybe he's onto something.
Lava?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a way out.
We
I
came
can't
on one
exactly-
river. Who's to say the lava, or whatever it is, isn't another river?
Yeah, maybe when we
Perhaps the
show up
boat
over
will
there.
pop up again.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose we could go look, but I will not be climbing into any lava. Let me be clear.
So this
Let
this
me
Let
area
me be clear.
let me be clear. So this area on the other side of the arena, it's like a small sloping beach made of the same dull gray rock, and the rock slopes down, and you do see the river, the river Tartix on the other side, and the lava is running perpendicular to the river. So it's like flowing down this little beach into the river, essentially. And so Spyro, like, whenever y'all leave this little area, once again you feel the heat immediately creep back in, and it's just like oppressively hot out here. And Spyro he never gets more than like 5 or 10 feet away from Kiriko's, but he's still just like a bloodhound, like pointed towards the lava.
Do we want to switch back to the main map?
Yeah. Let me just change the phone.
I'm just kind of curious on the context of where we're going.
Okay. It'll make sense. Hang on.
I believe you.
But my Tommy gun doesn't.
Okay. All right. So if you look on the bottom left of the map there, you should see, like on the other side of on the northeast side of that little arena there.
Okay, yeah.
So
there is
you guys are like right there.
And Spyro's facing like that way.
Yeah, he's like looking at the lava.
Okay. When he gets close to the lava, being a gold dragon, he has fire immunity, so he starts swimming around in the lava like it's like it's a puddle.
Oh my gosh.
That seems.
I'd expect no
voluntarily
less of the
comfortable.
god of the forge.
It's freaking adorable, is what it is. And I have that sliver of obsidian, so I guess I don't know. I'll try to get it close to the lava and see if it does anything.
When you move the shard closer to the lava, you can see inside these veins of light begin to glow, like these almost like veins running through it of red light. The closer you get, the brighter they begin to glow.
I'll
Please turn into an obsidian ship. Please turn into an
Yeah.
obsidian ship. Please turn into an obsidian.
That's what I was thinking.
I draw my sword and shield.
I'll call Spyro back to me, and I'm gonna throw this in the water, and if it doesn't do anything, I want you to fetch it. And so I throw it.
You mean
into
the lava?
Yes, the lava. So and I toss it into the river of lava.
Not every day we get to say something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So you toss it in, and you see it when it hits the surface. It stays on the surface for a moment. It begins to glow like white hot. Like at first it goes to red, then orange, then completely just white hot, and then it sinks below the surface for a moment. Spyro swims over there to it and grabs it in his teeth like a dog bone and brings it back to you and spits it down at your feet. And after waiting a moment for it to cool, you can see that was once obsidian is now a clear shard of quartz.
Interesting.
Jinx.
Tokyo
Pick it up.
Echo.
I don't know what to make of this information.
I don't either, but yeah, I pick it up.
Alright, this is my last one of the day, so whatever, but detect magic.
You might want to hold on to that, John.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry if that's metagamey, but
I mean,
just,
it's fine.
just
Bijou.
So when you pick this this chunk of quartz up, you can feel that there's some latent magical ability or latent magical energy coursing through it, and it's going to take some time to unlock its exact secrets. But just as you pick it up and are contemplating what powers it could hold, on the shore you see a familiar boat rise from the river.
Oh wow.
From the lava river or from the water river?
Sorry, from the river Tardix.
Okay.
The same boat that brought you to this hellish rock rises from
Oh.
its depths. The water remains completely undisturbed, casting not a single ripple, nor do any droplets cling to the side of the vessel as it rises.
It would seem the god of passage has, well, a path for us to follow.
I agree.
Sounds close enough. Let us hop on.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Your motley crew quickly climbs aboard, and when all are seated in the boat, you depart. The ship moves smoothly and deliberately towards an unknown bearing. It moves without sail or oar, supernaturally fixed on its destination. As you take one final look back, the island fades from view. As the island fades from view, you see hundreds of arenas identical to the one you passed through. Some hang from the sides of cliffs, while others are suspended midair by the trademark massive chains of the underworld. You can hear thousands of souls crying out in agony as their lives are snuffed out by the violence of others, just like them.
The god of slaughter truly does have a cruel end.
So it does take you guys about another hour of travel by boat before anything comes into view. So, Kirkos, you'll have some time to attune to that.
I have
thing
to
you
attune
just
to it in
picked
order to know what it does, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll spend that hour attuning to it.
During that hour, I'm going to turn to Hestia. Hestia, who are you?
I'm not sure what you're trying to ask.
Before the battle started, I felt this overwhelming urge to protect you, and I don't know why.
Well,
So that's why I'm asking, who are you?
I'm an acolyte of Karamitra. My full name is Hestia Ismin. As for why you might be drawn towards me, I don't know if I can answer that.
You know what you're
Insight
doing
check.
here.
Argus is just eavesdropping like a motherfucker because that's his entire existence.
That's true. You are an observer.
Taking notes.
The threads of fate are not idly woven. There is some meaning to it. But as to what, we may
You're
have
actually
to
at
discover that
disadvantage
on
because
our own.
we're still
Oh, motherfucker. I'm so mad because I know it's gonna be awful.
You're gonna roll a nat 1 now.
I know it. I know. I feel it in
Not-
my bones.
My bones.
Could have been
and that
worse.
one's better than a 9. Did you get
Yeah.
inspiration off of it?
That's also true.
I believe her.
Do any of us really understand women? Am I right?
Let alone half horse star guys.
Yeah, for real.
I don't want to ask you about how you died, because that's obviously personal. But do you know what you're doing here in the underworld? Any idea?
Well, I guess I could say how I died. I was helping defend an island from. Honestly, I don't know who they were, but they came after the children and the women. So I stood between them and the children as they fled. And while fighting, I received an arrow straight to my neck, which killed me instantly, just completely drained me of anything I was. And I'll be honest, I really don't go down that easily, so waking up here was as much a shock.
At least you died a hero's death.
Yes, but it's still frustrating because I was so good in that moment. I was defending these kids and these women, and just to go down so easily is frustrating, even for little old me.
At least your god didn't
Well,
just kill you.
That's true.
I
True.
was going to suggest that perhaps that's not quite the case.
At least
don't know
your
the
god
gods.
had
I
the
don't-
guts to kill you himself.
I don't know.
Little warning would have been
the
nice.
gods. I don't know the gods exceptionally well, but perhaps your goddess needed you down here for a reason. I don't know.
Could have been an agent from her, could have been somebody else. I really don't know, but maybe I'll find the answers while I'm here.
Perhaps she just saw an opportunity. And I don't know. Perhaps not to sound cliche, but perhaps we needed you down here.
This music is very appropriate for this conversation. I just want to point that out.
I'm not trying to flirt or anything, but clearly we're here for a reason.
Right.
I'm not
It's
trying
not
to
like
be,
I like you or anything, Baka.
what's it called? However, but you know, I'm still trying to figure out the whole god thing myself.
Guess we'll find answers as we move on through.
Hopefully. So, anyways, how about them Cowboys?
What's a cowboy? Is that just what you are? A cowboy? Is that what the Minotaurs are calling
Got 'em,
themselves
dude.
now?
Got him. You fucking sent Kyle to the shadow realm with that one. Beautiful.
I had Kyle
never knit better
dying off
myself.
screen.
That's it. That's the end of the stream, everybody. Thanks for
That's it.
watching.
Pack it in. We peaked. All right, everybody. So you take some time as you're crossing the river to get to know one another a little bit better and even have a few laughs along the way. And in the cold darkness of this massive tunnel, underground cave, impossible liminal space, you do find some semblance of joy. Then up ahead, you see in the distance another island. This one has what looks like a intricate city of towers and buildings and a decaying wall. And you can see the faint lights of purple flame lighting the streets and shadows of souls moving about. And after a few moments, the boat dumps you guys off maybe 100 or, well, more like 300 feet or so away from the edge of the nearest building. And it pulls up to the banks and stops. Pulls up to the shore.
Could you ping, like, where exactly we're...
This little, like, divot right here.
Okay.
Wait, where's right here?
It's to the right of the map.
To the right. We're sailing counterclockwise. The river is moving counterclockwise.
We didn't
Gotcha.
sail on the lava. We're in the water.
No, I know. I was just looking left, and we were moving right.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, we're moving counterclockwise. Down to that. Let me see some of the map to the east. Open up.
After I attuned to my little dealy bob, I'm like, whoa, this thing's awesome. You automatically learn what it does, or you still have to...
Yeah, you just kind of like innately know. Obviously, this is in game mechanics terms, but you're free to flavor it in a way that makes sense within the narrative.
I like to think that it's just like knowledge passed on to you.
Yeah,
Like
essentially.
When even watching My Hero. The previous users told me what it does.
Yeah. Sort of. Except the item itself gives you the knowledge. Yeah. This thing is magical. It's not just a pretty rock.
Oh. Magic in the underworld? Can we trust it?
I mean, maybe. I can sense people's movements when they walk within a certain distance of myself, and
That's pretty sick.
yeah, it appears that my well, I'm part mechanical, so I wouldn't exactly call it skin, but I seem to be made a little bit tougher stuff now, and check this out, and I just start gliding through the rock without moving my feet.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he Kirikos like sinks as if like the ground is made of mud or like quicksand. He sinks about knee deep into the rock and begins to skate around like a figure skater, just gliding through this rock.
Yeah.
The only person other than Chuck Norris who could ever swim through land.
And what an interesting tool. Can your whole body submerge with that?
I believe so. And I'll like go completely under and then like I don't know, 15 feet to the side and then pop back up.
I've never
Oh.
seen such a display of
Fascinating.
pure magic.
I'm gonna start taking notes.
That's that'd be a useful tool if we had a stealthy individual among us.
I don't have stealth, but I am dexterous. I can kind of be
What
quiet
does-
as
What
best
does
as my-
dexterity have to do with stealth?
Yes. It will help my hooves not clip clap and give my position away.
Russell, how much of this can we see as player characters? Only like within our sight distance?
What are we talking about? What's this?
Well, I was just looking at the rest of the island, and there's this spooky looking dude way over here.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
You
So
see guys?
Ocialis, you scan across this city, and the buildings here are these titanic, blocky masses of hodgepodge geometry. Artless architecture of plain gray stone gives this miniature city a drab facsimile of human settlement. The layout, however, is without purpose or given any function other than rooms for the souls of the dead to shuffle about between, save for one large cross-shaped building at the center of town. In the distance, you look out past the edge of the city's perimeter, and it seems like an endless expanse of gray stone. And then for a moment, you think you see, is that a creature out there? Large being with wings? But as the mirage begins to form in your eye line, it disappears as quickly as it came.
we are not alone here. We should make haste.
Make haste, but where? To where do we go?
It would seem there is only one building of sound construction in the center of the city. It is likely the next trial. But it would seem it is our only place to go.
In this city, you can see people moving around. There are like people walking back and forth. They don't seem to be like aggressive, I guess, but they all look like they're in a hurry to get somewhere.
To the center of the city, then.
Is this like a tower nearby us?
Sorry, what? Begin again? Yeah. So as you guys move towards the edge of this town, you see these crumbling ruins of what looked like a guard tower, and where maybe a city wall maybe once stood. This archway here looks like it was the gateway into town, but it's just a standalone arch with no walls to support it.
Is there anything written on the arch, as there was on the gate?
Ooh, good question.
Make a
That's a great
perception
question.
check.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because we still wiped.
Okay, I am actually going to use one of my class features,
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Restore Balance. So, since I'm normally affected by disadvantage, I'm just going to change it to a flat roll. And I can use it a number of times a day per long rest equal to my proficiency bonus. So I still have 2 more that I can do this with.
Sick.
Nice.
Let's go.
Worked out.
So Connor, Ocialis, you're looking for another. You've seen several of these markers now, and on the archway, you can see the faded lettering of a phrase, and it's in the common tongue, and it says. What does it say? Hang on.
That's a weird thing for it to say. Wait a second.
Yeah.
On.
Sorry. It says, I'm sorry, I lost all the dramatic timing there. It says, it says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Oh God.
The snap of my fingers, that's poetry.
Ocialis will relay the message to the party, and his own observation will be, perhaps we should proceed at a leisurely pace, and not one with purpose.
Yeah. Uh, like we're not a man
I
on a
generally
mission.
think you're onto something.
Yeah.
If
But
if the
I never thought I would say this again, but maybe we should check out the town.
Oh yeah. How how bright is it here? I know you said there were some purple lights lighting the city, but
Yeah, so you can see like sconces of this purple fire, and it's pretty well lit here. There are some like dark shadows and alleys that are less well lit, but for the most part it's pretty easy to see here.
okay, I won't bother with my lantern then.
if so, we should enter through the front gate,
Sure.
or do we just want to walk right to the center? And this also has me thinking, if the Colosseum, trapped people who want to spend their afterlife fighting, then sounds like this place traps workaholics. That seems to be everyone's impression.
They do seem to be moving about with some sense of urgency. You may be onto something.
Right. Not to be overly symbolic, but almost like zombies.
We could try talking to somebody, see what's going on.
My impression is that they'll ignore you because they're moving with a purpose, but it certainly doesn't hurt to test the theory. Let's head to the center and we can stop someone along the way.
Agreed.
I agree.
Sounds like a sound idea.
Right, I'll walk toward the front gate with my cloak billowing behind me as a bonus action every 30 feet.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, so you see a large concentration of these souls seem to be traversing between this large cross-shaped building in the center of town and the other buildings around the area. They file in and out in a continuous, unbroken stream in neat single-file lines. And as you kind of like move through the town, you notice that a lot of them are carrying scrolls. Many of them are carrying scrolls and scroll cases. Some of them hold just one or two. Some of them are loaded down with like a whole backpack full of them and arm loads. They seem to be carrying them to this cross-shaped building.
Perhaps we overthought. Perhaps this is not about work. This is about something else. Scrolls, knowledge.
Maybe worship.
Some kind of worship or even hoarding knowledge.
The answer's in the center. Just, I don't know. Stay close to me and don't get too curious.
We still could just try asking somebody.
Is there anybody nearby that looks nearby as we walk to the center?
There's tons of people. It is actually kind of getting crowded now. As the closer you get to this building, the more and more people. There's probably 100 or more people around you now.
I'm gonna go tap on somebody's shoulder.
Hello? You tap on the shoulder of this he's kind of an older looking man, maybe late 50s, early 60s, and getting looks pretty scraggly, and he's carrying a armload of scrolls, and he says, "Yes, hello."
Hello, I'm new here. I was just wondering what everyone was doing. Everyone seems so busy and preoccupied.
Well, we are. What do you mean? What are we doing? We're doing what we're supposed to do. We're following the. Never heard someone ask such a question before. You said you're new here?
Yes, just pulled up.
He He says, "Oh, good," and he dumps all the scrolls that he's holding, and he's like, "These are so heavy. I have to get more." And he starts like moving towards the building, like ready to pick up another load of scrolls.
Turn around to face the group.
I'll take one of the scrolls off the top of the pile, and I'll open it. What's in the scroll?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God!
Even better, they're all
Use some saving
blank.
throw.
You pop open the scroll, and it's a recipe for making wine.
Pocketing that, saving that for later.
I very quickly transcribe like the cliff notes of the recipe into my own scroll.
Grapes, fermentation, 30 days. Okay, you take a moment to transcribe this information, and a light kind of goes off in Argus's head that all these scrolls must carry some kind of information. And without warning, he takes off towards this cross-shaped building at a full gallop.
Don't open the scrolls.
What did he take the wine recipe with him?
He like as y'all were walking, he was like transcribing it, and then when he finished transcribing it, that's when he took off.
Need to know more.
I drop him.
They clatter to the ground, and maybe 5 or 6 different souls that are near you move over, and they come over and they start picking it up, kind of splitting the burden amongst them. They all start carrying them towards the building.
Okay, so we definitely know we have to go to the building, somehow get August back. Wait, didn't I specifically say not to be too curious at the beginning of this?
You did.
We should not read
Okay.
the scrolls.
I'm glad I was I clear? Did I miscommunicate anything?
No, you were fine.
Yeah, you know, the
Okay.
weird thing is, it's curiosity killed the cat, but he's doing just fine. And I point to Ocialis.
Curiosity may have killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.
Ew. So you guys are gonna go inside the building?
Yeah.
Yes.
We should.
So as you move into this cross-shaped structure, it looks like inside is some sort of massive library. Rather than bound tomes, the entire system is comprised of scrolls and these little hex-shaped shelves that line the walls. The scroll nooks climb high above where you can reach, but there are massive ladders on wheels that can be adjusted to reach the upper levels. You see many souls continue to drudge back and forth, accepting and depositing scrolls from various shelves before heading off to their next destination. Further in the center of the building, you see a familiar face. It's the priestly woman that you met back in the area where you first awoke. The one who thought she was having a dream. And she's sitting at some kind of desk and looks to be like stamping. She's got like a rubber stamp, and she's like stamping the scrolls.
Curious.
I guess we go up to her.
She holds her hand out, like without even looking at you, like ready for you to give her something.
I shake it.
She looks up and she's like, "Scroll, please. Come on, we don't have time to waste here. I've got 1,000,000 more to process today."
Sorry, no scrolls.
No scrolls? Well, then go get some. What are you doing here? Go bring me some scrolls.
That's what I'd like to know. What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What? Wait a minute. What am I doing here? I came here, and wait, how did I come here? And then she's like, and then another soul like kind of like bumps into you, and hands her some scrolls, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much," and she starts like stamping them and handing it back to. Whew, almost had to think about that for a minute, man.
I'm gonna look to see if she's missing an earring or a glove.
You scan her up and down, and she doesn't appear to be wearing any jewelry other than the she's got like some bangles on her arm, some bracelets on her wrists. They kind of clink as she does her little duty here.
No glove or earring for her then.
She thought she was dreaming, and her idea of a dream is to do paperwork.
I feel like that's a oversimplification of what just happened. Obviously, this captures you somehow, and it has Argus captured. But the lady almost snapped out of it, so perhaps we could snap Argus out of it and make it to the other side of this village before, we get baited in. Are we at the center of the four hallways right now, or is it still deeper in?
Yeah. You're the table that she's working at is near the center of this building. Hestia, with your passive perception, you see one of the scrolls that gets placed onto the table. It seems to also have kind of a shimmering script, maybe a glint of magic, and she stamps it and she hands it back to a different soul than the one that gave it to her.
Or are they taking them?
All over. So many of them are like going to these. They're like these bookshelves, basically. They're like these little honeycomb kind of nooks where they're picking them up and putting them back, and the layout and the organization is kind of a mystery. It's pretty overwhelming. Like there doesn't seem to be any like clear marking as to like sections or any like degree of like order, I guess, to these. Like the library, as it were.
Well, we need to go get August. Find him.
Let's see if we can even catch up to him. He's very fast.
Well, the good news is we know where he's going to end up, no matter what happens.
I am also fast.
True.
He's gonna-
Okay, it's not a contest.
What's it called? I'm gonna go directly to the center of the quadruplex, and kind of look at each different hallway to see if there's anything that sticks out that's like unique. Whereas it's just like the center of the hive mind.
Make another perception check.
It's actually my first perception check. Can't wait to roll it with disadvantage and get like a 3.
Oh shit.
I rolled a 20 and a 1.
You should
Kinda
definitely.
shit.
I want to take not if I take the inspiration on this, it's going to be like you look into a scroll and you're screwed.
But it's worth it.
You roll a 1. Oh no!
I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Beautiful. Oh my god, you did.
Perfectly
Glorious.
I'm
That's
going
D&D,
to
folks.
I'm going to take the inspiration on this because that's what D&D's about.
So Bjork, you go to the center of this quadruplex. Love that word, by the way. And
A nice word.
the rhythm of these souls that are coming and going, the hustle and bustle, almost begins to create this like hypnotic effect. It's enticing. This energy seems to move through the thirst for knowledge and hunger for
Sorry, I
Just
didn't
the-
mean to
it's okay.
post that.
just like the kind of the almost like chaos that it seems to create. And you are suddenly you see on a high shelf almost near the top, you see this scroll that just looks so enticing to you. There's just something about it. You gotta open it up and see what's inside it.
And I'll detect magic.
So Argus is like, because he moves a lot quicker than these two-legged chumps. He's he's like a kid in a candy store running up and down these halls. And Argus, you activate your detect magic, and you can see there are dozens of spell scrolls scattered throughout this place.
So anyways, you ever see those old TV shows in the 90s when they'd give people like $10,000 and they gotta like fill their card up with stuff? It's like that.
So I actually had I wanted to do a skill challenge. I guess maybe I did a bad job of setting this up, but yeah, the rest of you are kind of like starting to see that that there may be some goodies in these scrolls, maybe some information that you do want, and yeah, I had planned to do a skill challenge here. I don't know if we still want to do that, or if we just want to keep naturally.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I had an idea for something I'd like to try. If you want me to, if you want somebody to roll some dice.
Well, so a skill challenge is, I guess I just didn't make the objective very clear.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically a skill challenge is what everyone will roll skill checks, and you're trying to get a certain amount of successes before a certain amount of failures.
We're also all rolling at disadvantage right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Which was the point, and I'm sure.
It's a call. Don't know. Because right now I don't know what the goal of the skill challenge would be.
Well, so that scroll that you were after basically is, it's just out of reach, but maybe with a good skill check you can get up to it.
I'm going to reach for the in a type of like daze, but like as people are watching me, it almost looks natural, right? Because as I like taking in like the ebb and flow of the environment, and people are like moving around me and by me. I somehow conveniently end up right next to the scroll, which is kind of glimmering, though I'm pretty sure I'm like the only person who kind of gets that glimmer. And as I look up really high to reach it, I'm already a giant person, like a 6'6" minotaur. I'm going to
Big boy.
reach up and attempt to grab the scroll with my hand, which could probably reach about 10 feet up, tippy-toed, and see if I can grab it. And if that doesn't
What's
work,
that you doing?
So when you reach up to grab the scroll, you look up and it seems like it's moved up a shelf.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does anybody know Mage Hand?
Don't you hate when that happens?
Man, I hate when I
And
show.
Argus, a similar phenomenon seems to be occurring with you. Just when you get over to the scroll, that you see that glint of magic, the enchanted writing on it. It's always just out of reach.
I manifest my echo to be have it clinging to the bookshelf and grab the scroll.
Can I see what's going on with Bjork?
Yeah. I mean, you guys are in the center of
Okay.
this, so you can see Argus too, kind of running up and down the rows of these shelves.
I'm gonna use the Mage Hand cantrip and try and pull the scroll that Kyle is trying to access and see if I can get it to him.
who's Kyle?
Bjork.
Magic must defeat magic.
It can't activate them, but it can carry them. I don't think a squirrel weighs more than 10 pounds.
No. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I do get to roll a disadvantage. Ooh.
Hey, but it's a 1. You can get inspiration here.
You found it and you read it. Do you already have inspiration? Or are you sure already right?
No, I didn't use my.
Well, you have to use it before you roll, so
no.
it's too late.
Yeah, I've already rolled it.
Oh,
that's
so
true.
you. So
So you don't
wait,
have to take. If you still have inspiration, you don't have to take the negative on it. You can just auto fail.
You still have inspiration?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it. What I used was a class feature earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and use my inspiration for that one.
Like so inspiration, you have to declare inspiration before you roll.
You got to use it
Yeah.
before you.
Okay.
But
But
what
now you don't
can
have to take the negative.
Right. Well, I was gonna say what you can do is you can give your inspiration to someone else to take a new, if you want to get a new inspiration. Someone that
Sure,
doesn't already have it.
we'll do that so we can work on getting the whole party inspiration. Who does not have it? Hestia and Argus?
I don't have it
We'll
either,
give it-
but I've already gotten it before.
Okay, so I'll give one to Argus.
So your mage hand, you reach out to grab one of these scrolls that seems to kind of you're drawn towards, and just as you're going to pick it up, Argus comes by and snatches it. Argus,
Okay.
you open. Are you just like you're just like on a frenzy? You're not even like checking them. You're just trying to grab as many as you can.
He's got 10 whole minutes.
Go ahead and give me a athletics check, Argus.
Okay.
He's like my favorite.
Still with disadvantage.
Yeah, still
Oh,
with
that's
disadvantage.
true, isn't it? Like acrobatics on accident. So used to playing a monk. Wait, I have inspiration, so I'll just roll a normal roll.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, so you're just like a Bjork in a china shop, up and down these up and down these aisles, and you're grabbing just as many as you can carry, and you're like there will even be like souls like coming up to like grab it, and you're just like you just charge right through, grab them before they can even get to them, and move on with grabbing more of them. Anybody else want to get in on this?
Yep. Seeing the disruption and the clickety clackety of Centaur boots, I kind of like snap back to like reality. Kind of wakes me back up. What? That was weird. I don't like this place at all. How do we get August back? Any idea, you three?
Knock him out.
That
Kinda
seems like a
feels like-
very difficult course of action.
That would be pretty hard.
I could attempt to cast a spell on him.
Maybe we could try talking him out of it, because it kind of seems like we can, if we talk to them, it snaps them out of it briefly.
Perhaps.
He really
just have-
likes observing things, so we can use that.
Maybe he needs to see
I
something
have-
he's never seen before.
I have a very stupid idea. That's only someone with an intelligence of 8 could come up with. I say our ranger friend here said he was as fast as, or nearly as fast as the centaur. What if our ranger friend here grabs the scroll and uses it to isolate August outside this quadruplex, and then we can hopefully talk him down there. Carrot stick, but no stick, just carrot. At least we can get him alone, away from some of this garbage.
So I need to
I
grab
think that's a good idea.
scroll and get him to chase me outside.
Yes. Maybe you grab 2 or 3 scrolls. I don't know. It's just an absolutely stupid idea. But I don't know. We could try talking to him first, getting him to stop, and if that doesn't work, then we can resort to baiting, and if that doesn't work, then we resort to... I'd prefer not to resort to violence unless it was an absolute necessity. Of course, we could just always leave him here, but that doesn't seem like our purpose.
I like him enough to try to get him to come back with us.
Yeah, I do believe
Yeah.
we're all here for a purpose. I do not believe we should leave him behind. Though I also... Either way, let's see if we can stop him somehow and talk to him.
Yes, we should do that.
We're gonna let's take a look around, see if we can see where Argus is going.
It's just like a streak of starlight back and forth, up and down, just all over the place.
He has to get his documents notarized, right? Is he getting some of the scrolls he's pulling like notarized or signed or documented by the secretary lady?
He seems like he's just collecting them for his own sake.
Maybe he's not even enamored by this spell. He's just grabbing scrolls.
Let's
He just really likes scrolls.
let's try to corner the fastest centaur alive.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. Hey Argus, oh, I didn't mean to click it twice. Hey Argus, come here. We've got another scroll.
My echo still manifested, so I'm gonna have it looking down there while I'm still doing what I'm doing. Does he have a scroll or is he capping?
I say as I just grab a scroll and I'm holding it up and waving it in the air.
Kirikos, make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Nine. It's contested
Is
by
that-
it's contested by insight.
Right.
Yeah.
He could roll lower than a 9.
He has disadvantage too.
definitely Anything is possible right now.
Look at that!
Huh.
The
Argus,
thaumaturgy was
you're,
to raise my voice, by the way, so that he would hear me.
Yeah, Argus, the thaumaturgy kind of snaps you out of it for a minute, and you remember that, like, despite this buffet of knowledge and power in front of you, that you were given a duty, and you seem to have some kind of tie to these companions you find yourself with.
Is that one magical?
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled so low on insight. Just
Absolutely.
for me, Anthony, can you make an
Fell
assessment?
victim to one of the classic blunders.
You have to beat a 5. I'm not gonna reroll insight. Just beat the 5.
No!
Okay. These are magical.
Where's my
One
guidance?
Moment. One moment and I'll be down to you. And then, like, I'll just grab a few more and I'll start making my way down.
Alright, so you carry in the bundle of scrolls that you've amassed.
How many did I get?
A good amount, actually. So
100.
there was 2 successes. So you're going to get. So you got one third level spell. It's a motivational speech.
Okay.
You also got 10 of the message cantrip.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Russell.
Oh, and sorry, and the one that Bjork was trying to get a hold of earlier. The one that was kind of like giving him making him feel a certain kind of way.
What one is that?
Hold on, what was your question, real quick, Anthony?
So I can now Earth glide. I was curious if I can like leave stuff under the Earth.
Sure.
That's pretty
I mean, um,
Like if I was to just grab a scroll and just, put my
Yeah.
hand underground and then pull my hand back, would it stay there? Would it pop out?
I believe so, but it's all you can only glide through unworked stone. So because this is these are like tile floors, like with like stone
has to be
blocks.
natural.
Yeah, it has to be like unworked, like just like a cave floor.
This is like the house in Kanto, and the rest of the stuff you can actually interact with.
Okay, so Argus, the scroll that Bjork was after, it's got kind of like it's been dyed like a deep like, royal blue, and it has this gold trim to it, and in lettering on the top, it says an account by Abaeus the Wise.
How do you spell Abaeus?
Put it in the chat. Make sure I spelled it right here. Okay. Just like it sounds.
That is okay. I'm not quite sure that qualifies for just as it sounds.
It makes sense
Okay.
if you don't think about it.
Everything in my life. All right.
OCLs, give me a history check.
One history check coming up.
Did you say anything, Argus, when you picked it or when you looked at it? Or did you just
No, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Yeah.
So what's everyone doing right now?
I'm gonna be reading this Abaeus scroll while I make my way back to that receptionist lady.
August,
Yes.
we should get a move on.
I just had one question before we departed.
What's that?
Oh, it's for the secretary. I just wanted to know if there was a supervisor here, someone who ran the establishment.
Supervisor. Well, we all just kind of, keep our heads down and try to stay in line. Don't really think there is anyone that we report to. We're all just trying to do our jobs.
You're getting paid?
Paid? Oh, you're funny.
You guys are getting paid?
Does it come with any
The
good
meme.
benefits?
Work is its own reward, sweetie.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Well, who else is gonna do it?
Do you want to do it?
Some other sap, obviously.
I mean, it's not really about want and don't want. We have a duty.
Why?
I mean, why get out of bed in the morning? I make breakfast.
Enjoy the day. Are you enjoying this?
Beats getting slaughtered to death by a crazed Cyclops.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Falling into a lake of lava or getting my insides pecked apart by demons. I'll take 1,000,000,000 years of this over that.
I like to
Hold
think
on.
that those were like
Rewind.
flashbacks
Rewind.
of her dying.
Rewind. Rewind. Go ahead.
Yes,
Can you
I know
list those
1,000,000,000 isn't a real unit of measurement.
No. The whole part about insides being picked apart by demons. What?
Yes, dreadful things. I hope you never have the misfortune of meeting any of them.
You left like 5 minutes before us. Like, how is it that you've experienced so much in such a little difference of time between us?
Time flows differently in the underworld. Remember, each of these seems to be under the influence of a different god. They can choose to weave their fates.
I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. The underworld's all owned by Erebos. Perhaps Erebos has simply created a civilization for each person to seek their own afterlife. If you want to fight eternally, you stay in the first location. Perhaps if you want to read and learn eternally, you stay at this location. Perhaps you get to craft your own heaven in the afterlife. Has nothing to do with the other gods.
The woman says, she's like, all I know is that inside these walls that I'm safe. And if all I have to do is thousands and thousands of years of paperwork, then at least I know that that's what I can expect. There's comfort in predictable.
Yes. All work, no play. Makes boring.
Is there like, how is this place lit on the inside? Is there natural light? Is there like torch light?
Yeah, so there are these like torches of continual. It's like a purple continual flame spell that is periodically placed throughout the chambers.
I'm gonna take one of the scrolls. I'm gonna take the scroll that Kirikos had, the magical one, and I'm gonna hold it up. And I'm gonna hold it up to a flame with a continuous flame and see if it ignites.
You touch it to the flame. It does not burn.
Well, it would be in Crufus's name that I destroy this place, for it harbors knowledge with the intent of capturing those who seek it. But since the scrolls are unburnable, or at least by this spell, I don't have the means to do so. So instead, I will simply, and then I will go ahead and just cast Mage Hand, and I'll pick up her ink and I'll just dump it all over the scrolls on her desk. And I'll just say, I hope that in this time of reflection you have, that you are able to seek an alternative, for knowledge is a gift, and it is not something that should be wasted as a punishment.
When you pour the ink all over her scroll, she starts freaking out and just being like, oh, you've put me so behind. You have no idea. It's going to take me days to catch up with this. She's like trying to she's like with her like dress, she's trying to like wipe the ink off, and it's just to no avail. It's just completely ruined.
I think we're all in agreement that we should probably leave this place.
Yes, I don't think being here is our intended purpose.
No. This is another trap.
The woman looks up and she's like, leave? But why would you want to leave? It's safe here. It's so dangerous out there, and if you stay here, infinite knowledge to spend your time reading, and out there is nothing but suffering.
I've never been much of a reader.
Are you, by chance, a sorceress or a witch?
I dabbled in magics as a priest or priestess.
What is your, who is your god or goddess?
In life, I served as an oracle for Kyranos, speaking his divine interpretations of fates that may come, that may or may not come.
Alright, I'm gonna do something spicy. I'm gonna take out the motivational speech roll. I'm gonna start yapping that shit. And I'm gonna say, this is not your final place of rest. Come with us, we will protect you, and we will ensure that you find the refuge and safety that Kiernos had intended for you in your living life.
Just double checking what the spell did. I know I gave it to you, but so you can choose up to 5 creatures. Are you just choosing her?
Yeah, I'll choose all of us. I mean, like, I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but yeah, I figured I might as well use it on her. Because if she's under a charm, then she'd get advantage on the saving throw.
So you read her this this motivational speech, and you attempt to pry her from her ways, and she seems to take heed to your words, and she's like, really? You really believe that I could have a better end than this?
I extend my hand to her and I say, come with us. It is time for you to move on to the next step of the afterlife.
She says, but what of the demons? What of the danger?
There is nothing that the champions of the gods cannot confront. You're here for a reason, and this is not it.
Perhaps I've wavered in my devotion to the gods. I should learn to follow your example. I swear my life to you.
That.
Shit.
I swear my unlife to you.
Do I gain piety for that?
I think so. Oh yeah, I meant to check everyone's piety. I'll double check for sure after the session to see if anyone's gained any. But yeah, that was pretty poggers, as the kids say. Let's see here. Yeah, revealing a critical truth in an important moment. I think so. I can get down on that. Aiding the weak. Yeah. You'll earn 1 piety for that.
Sick. Totally worth burning a 3rd level spell for 1 piety.
I was like, oh no. I was just thinking, I was like, oh, this will be perfect. They can read this right before they go fight the final boss. Oh, nah, fuck it. Session 2, who cares? That's okay. You'll be fine. That was pretty epic though. Yeah, so she like, it takes her a minute to kind of like pry herself from the desk, but she like hesitantly like gets up and then joins you guys.
Nice.
Move her token. She says, well, I guess, shall we get going then?
We shall.
But where are we going?
Bjork, lead the way. You seem to have a good nose about this kind of thing.
Is it because it's so
I'm
big?
just going forward. Let's go forward. Which is through the back of this hallway here. I just remember there was that giant creepy thing that we totally haven't seen since.
Actually,
Just keep that in mind as we're moving forward.
yeah.
Flee or watch us.
What
sure
creepy things?
The thing
Hestia's
that
passive
Hestia saw.
perception.
Should has something to do with the demon she's talking about. It's fine.
It's alright. I'm afraid of no demons. It's
I think
71
no
now.
fun.
We have the action economy.
She says, "My name's Thea, by the way.
Nice, okay.
What are your guys' names?"
I'm Hestia.
Hestia, pleasure to meet you.
I'm Kirikos, and this is Spyro, and he just like,
She's like, "Oh, is that your child?"
it's my
Tactically.
kind of my mechanical baby.
How precious. And you?
I am Osialis.
My goodness. I don't think I've ever met a Leonin before.
We are rarely seen outside the deserts. However, it would appear a different fate befell me.
You seem much different than the stories that I was told as a child. They told me Leonins were marauders and savages. No
Tales
offense.
not tales not without their basis. I sought out a different path. The life of a warrior was not for me.
You?
I am Argus.
Yeah. August is the man who rescued you.
I'm in your debt, Argus. You've saved me from an eternity of tedium.
I could not observe your fate for longer than I had. We were all where we were for a reason. I believe my mission here is to gather the folks that we have and put them towards a greater end, and I ensure to do that. Thank me not, thank the gods.
The service of others is the whole reason I joined the priesthood. It feels good to help others if I can.
Out of curiosity, did you read the scrolls that were given to you before you stamped them?
To be honest, it was such a daze. I merely glanced at them, and it all kind of ran together as some kind of blur. I barely even understand what I was doing. Not sure that what I did even had any purpose to it, other than just work for work's sake.
Fair enough. Never mind.
What of you? You seem to be the leader of this troop.
Hi, I'm Bjork. They follow me. It's probably because my cloak billows on its own.
It's quite majestic. I must say, I'm a bit jealous.
To be honest, I'm not even sure where it came from, but I'll take it.
I didn't even die with this.
You know. Speaking of clothing, we don't know where it came from, and like from out of her waistband, she pulls out a white glove, and she's like, "I seem to have stumbled across this thing, and I'm not quite sure. It seems to be missing its mate."
I pull out my white glove.
Oh,
Is it a matching pair?
it is. she hands you the glove, and she's like, "Here, please, you take it."
Oh, no, you take it.
Oh no, I insist. You take it.
Okay, I'll take it.
She's like, no, wait, you were supposed to say it one more time.
What is it? In I think Japanese culture, you're supposed to refuse a gift 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So she hands you the glove, and when they are both in your hands, you feel a innate magical ability seem to spring. A dormant magic seem to spring forth when they are reunited. But you will have to take some time to attune to it, though.
I put them on.
They are so snug and comfortable. They're silky soft, and
And they're cursed.
roll a wisdom check.
I use remove curse.
Yeah.
Your fingers.
Just cleric things.
Can only be removed by the remove greater curse spell.
Oh no. Turns out you needed wish. Nope.
And so how do we get out of this place? What's our next move?
Well, right now we are going to go forward through the back way of this quadruplex, and then hope to the gods the boat reappears.
We could climb up one of the towers and, get the bird's eye view of the area.
Right, but for what? Last time the boat reappeared once we started walking toward the shore, right? So not until we get to the shore will the boat. Though, if we get to the shore and the boat doesn't reappear, then we can check to see if the boat reappeared elsewhere.
Are you sure you have 8 intelligence?
It's just common
my
sense.
my intelligence is in very specific locations.
Okay. Boat arrival and departure times is one of them.
Perhaps he was a sailor in life.
Probably.
Well,
half of Theros is next to the ocean.
That's the truth of it.
Thea says, she's like, are you, would you like to rest before we carry on? Do you feel that you're at full strength? As far as I can tell, there seems to be no harm that comes to this town. If you wish to take a rest before moving on, perhaps this would be a good time to do so.
Perhaps closer to the outskirts, but that is not a bad idea.
She says, these buildings that are surrounding us, most of them are empty. They're like a pale facsimile of a human city. It's of a mortal settlement.
Guess we could just go find a home to crash in.
I'm
It's as
gonna
good a
give-
plan as any.
I'm gonna give Kyriakos and Bjork both 3 of the messenger scrolls. Because we're the non-casters of the group, so I figured it would make sense if we had a way to communicate with the party if we got separated.
The thing with the spell scroll, though, is you still have to be able to cast the spell naturally in order to use the spell scroll, I thought.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
thought you just needed the scroll if you
No.
could read it.
I thought the scroll you used was a special case.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah, huh. Well,
These are. It's been a while since we've used this. I thought
Skyrim
you
has
just had
ruined
to.
me.
I thought you just had to. Maybe I'm thinking of wizard. I thought it was just you had to know to be able to learn it for wizards to like copy it in.
No, to use a spell scroll, you have to be a caster, and it has to be like a spell you can learn from your spell list.
You know what? That was divine intervention. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? These are special spell scrolls. They ignore that rule.
Okay.
So they're
Yeah.
underworld spell scrolls. They're
Yeah.
so and anybody can cast cantrip, whether you have access to spell casting or not. The message ones. That is.
Look, it's the spell Le Motivational Speech and Le Message.
That's what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I started passing out message to the homies.
We should each just carry 2 on us
You sure?
in case we get lost. Yes, because there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Plus our companion who will stay with one of us at all times, I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if we each
God,
hold
yes.
2 instances of it, we could, in case one of us get lost.
Well, I mean,
Relatively
I figured I'd give you guys both 3, and then I'd have 4 because there's 10 of them.
Whatever works.
They're yours to administer or to divvy up.
You found them. Your call, August.
If you want to give one away of yours, that's fine.
I mean, Thea might want one, so I'll give her one of my 3.
I hope to not be separated from you, but should I be in danger, this will allow me to reach you.
And also, I know she said that this area doesn't get attacked, but if it makes everybody feel better, I'll keep watch all night. Me and Spyro here, we don't sleep.
I'll give one scroll to Hestia.
Nice.
So I'll hold 2. Give one to Hestia.
I have 4, so I'll give one to Ocealis.
At least if we get lost or something happens in the night, at least all of us can communicate with somebody.
Indeed. It is most appreciated.
Somebody
However-
call 911. Sorry.
What?
That's cool.
All right.
What was the
I think
title
we
of
should-
that blue scroll that you had?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Ocealis.
Deception check.
Disadvantage.
Oh no.
Also, insight from Ocialis at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
The number 5 loves me.
Damn.
Yowza. You saw him.
Yakugan.
You saw him pick it up.
You watched me do it in front of you, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's bold-faced lying to you. Bold grave lying to you.
Boldgrave's good at lying, first of all. You take that back.
I tried to procure that scroll with my own spell. It seemed more important than the others. I know you have it. I did see you take it.
I did, but it is my god's wishes that I ascertain the knowledge and pass judgment over it before distributing it. I hope you understand. It's nothing personal.
I understand. Just the title again, please.
That's part of the encapsulating knowledge of it. Names alone have power. I can't bequeath a name if I would think that it is unworthy of the greater good to be released.
So be it.
If I read through this tonight and it's fine, I'll give it to you and you can read it.
That is agreeable.
So until
So
the
where
dawn,
where we setting up shop?
In an empty house, whichever one looks the nicest, the least run down.
What about that crater right there?
I want to sleep in the
Interesting.
dirt. It
You throw a
reminds me of
tarp
when we
over
first
it.
Got here.
I would like a bed.
So you guys wander around for a little while trying to find the nicest looking house, and you come across one that's like a 2-story, like almost like colonial looking, which is a bit odd since the architecture of Theros is mostly Greek, but there's like an inconsistency to the buildings of this area. Some of them look Greek and some of them look wildly different, some Gothic, some colonial. So anyways, you go into this colonial building and the inside is just like, it's almost like aliens did the decoration. Like everything's in the wrong place. There's like a bed where a table should be, and tables, like a random like dining table upstairs. It all seems like someone who has never lived with humans designed the layout.
It
Marcus
feels
is almost
uneasy.
Knowledge, but they can't even figure out how to organize a house.
Argus is gonna make sure all the doors and windows are locked.
Book nerds, am I right?
Make a investigation check, Argus.
And if they aren't locked, he's gonna lock them.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I just imagine you're just gonna go to like a room. There's gonna be a gaping hole in the wall that's just like, well, so much for door locking.
I mean, most of these buildings have holes in them on the
Could have
Yeah.
been an 18. Could have been an 18.
Could have had it all.
You scan the perimeter, checking the windows and the doors, and like Bjork was saying, there's just when you think you've battened down the hatches and secured everything, there's like just a gaping hole in the ceiling, and it's you've done the best job you can, but even the nicest of the homes here are still pretty primitive.
Is there a door connecting that? Is that in a like what would be like the atrium, or is that like in a room?
Yeah, so the gaping hole there's a room upstairs, what would probably be a bedroom. Has this big hole in the ceiling.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna close the door to that bedroom and then put a chair on the doorknob.
You secure the door as best you can.
Cool.
All right, we ready to go to sleep for the sleep? Is that what we do? Can we sleep? Do the dead sleep? I don't know.
I'm gonna try.
Y'all gonna
I'm
find out
going-
tonight.
I'm gonna certainly try to.
OC Alice is already curled up in a corner, passed out.
With his eyes open.
I'm going to sit down.
Thea finds a little corner to curl up into.
Take an available corner.
Hestia, didn't you say you wanted the bed? There's
Oh,
a bed in the dining room.
Oh yeah, there is. I'm gonna go sleep in the dining room.
How big is the bed? Not that I want to join. I was gonna say for Thea before I clarified that. Before I just
Poor timing.
before that goes off the wire.
For no
Before that
reason,
goes-
just curious. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, how big is this bed?
Just go right-
It's a single.
Oh, okay.
Are there any other beds in the house?
Just the one.
All right, I'll go crash somewhere. I'll crash probably outside the door that is being barricaded off with the hole in the room, so I can kind of keep an eye on it overnight.
All right. So Kirikos is keeping watch, and Bjork, you said you're also kind of half keeping watch too.
Me and Spyro don't sleep,
Yes.
so we're both keeping watch. But also, I now have a 60-foot tremor sense.
She. Well, why don't both of you give me a perception check? Kirikos, you can go ahead and make this at a straight roll instead of
Hell yeah, boy.
watch out.
Oh yeah? Have you tried
My natural
11? Let's go! That's my passive perception. Mad lad up here.
So everyone kind of winds down, taking kind of a moment to collect themselves, and you've spent all this time together so far, so it's kind of a bit of a relief for everyone to go and kind of be in their own space for a little bit. Even though you're all under the same roof, you'll kind of just separate for a moment. And Bjork, you're contemplating the path that's been set before you, this road you've been thrust on since your death, and the journey that you seem to be taking. You're a bit unsure if this is the God's will, or if it's your God's will or a different God's will that you walk this path. And Kirikos, you not needing to sleep, you kind of spend some time just entertaining Spyro, like get the laser pointer out.
Yes.
Testing some of your new abilities, kind of getting used to the Earth glide. trying to harness that. Well, actually, you wouldn't be able to do that inside. But anyways, then several hours into your rest, you feel a large presence. You know, all these medium creatures are moving about, but you feel this larger being, and it seems to be some sort of flying creature. It lands on the roof of the house.
Oh no.
Yeah, you feel through the tremor sense, you feel it. And it's not like a huge crunch. It lands ever so lightly on the roof, but you definitely feel something up there. And you kind of freeze for a moment, you know, unsure of if you should wake your friends or if maybe it'll lose interest and move on. You can very faintly hear I smell gold.
Uh-oh. I throw my bag of gold coins like out of the building.
When the coins clink and hit the ground, you feel the creature suddenly shift and take off again, and then you hear like what sounds like stones, like metal scraping on stone. You hear this horrible scraping noise, and then of wings beating as something takes off into the distance.
Is my bag of gold coins gone?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You just got punked, bro.
Quick thinking though.
I wasn't gonna have us fight over 22 gold.
You can take it, bro.
Change. Take that shit.
I've been to New York. I've been mugged before.
Listen, there are campaigns which you would have fought over that 22 gold.
Oh,
Yeah, there
absolutely.
True.
Maddie would have went to war for that 22 gold.
Oh, yeah. Batty absolutely would have.
He's like, we paid the entrance fee. We don't need it anymore.
Yeah. We just have to hope we
What
don't need it
about
later.
Refreshments, Anthony.
I don't need to eat or drink.
Speak for yourself.
I did. Yeah, Spyro doesn't either. I have no
So-
reason.
I read that scroll before I went to sleep. By the way, Russell.
You're just reading it to yourself?
Mm-hmm. I already read what you sent me and stuff.
Okay.
Is Hestia going to attune to those gloves during the long rest?
Yeah, she has them pressed right up against her.
Russell, can you move the last paragraph to a separate document for me? And then that's what I'll share with the party.
Oh, sure.
Hestia's just holding on to the gloves. Not even wearing them, she's just holding them to her.
So you just want me to remove that third chunk?
Yeah, just the third chunk, and then
Tell you what, I'll
Yeah.
actually duplicate it, and I'll make one for you. Let's see if this works. It's okay to leave the title and everything,
yeah.
and the image and all that.
Yep.
Sure.
I basically ripped it in half, and I kept the first two paragraphs. Some fucking dark knowledge in that shit. Can't be letting that get out to the general public.
Good thing
Okay,
we're not general.
So after a good 8 hours or so passes, you don't really feel like you've slept. More so that you just laid still with your eyes closed. But you do feel recovered and that your latent abilities have returned to you.
Russell, you got it backwards, but it's alright.
Oh no! Don't look. Wait! Hold on, everyone. Hold on.
I'm
bleeding.
closing it.
Bleeding.
I closed it.
Shit. Wait.
So I
So
Just
delete the
third
first two?
Yes, just the
Oh.
third paragraph.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Our 8 is gone as well, guys. Just FYI.
Gotcha.
Oh, and if we had inspiration, we lost inspiration too. Rip.
I used mine.
I know you did. I forgot that it goes away on a long rest.
What happens when you click long rest? Nothing.
I don't
It'll
know.
reset like your spells and some of your hit dice. Your
It
max
didn't.
HP.
It did not. It's sad. Maybe I have to set a setting or something.
Mine
Reset.
updated.
Oh yeah, you gotta set it to. Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Okay. Like that? I feeks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you feeks.
I feeks. Sorry. I totally thought Connor was going to be the one to find that, but oh well. That's what they say about DM expectations.
Just don't have them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I get every time.
Would somebody like to narrate it?
Reading that sexy voice.
I'll take that as a no.
Well, I guess, let's, because Argus has to share this information with everyone in the morning. So when everyone wakes up in the morning, Argus, how do you present this information to them?
I will read the last paragraph of it to them, which is legends say that Eodorna, the last champion of death, was blessed with the ability to walk between the land of the living and the underworld freely, but was cursed with the mortal servitude. Under further study, I
And
actually didn't read-
commiseration.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually read this one.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't read the start of it. Okay, anyways,
Whoops, this had
That's
important
supposed
information. Go back.
no, huh? What?
I was just making a joke because you were like, wrong
Oh,
one.
no. Yeah, so the last champion of death was blessed with the ability to walk between the land of the living and the world free, but it's cursed with immortal servitude. On the further study and commiseration with my esteemed colleague Cyrus the Chronergist, I have concluded there must exist an anchored portal that lies somewhere in the land of the living and connects to somewhere in the realm of the dead. Its location must be extremely secluded in our world and would likely be closely guarded in the underworld. I would surmise our Lord of the Dead would want to keep it locked away in his vault and trusts its location only to his closest of companions, like Ladorna, or perhaps his mighty hound Aronas. If they returned were ever to discover such a secret, it would surely spell doom for the cycle of life and death as we know it.
Oh, yeah, that was The Returned. Sorry, not They Returned. Whoops.
No, I read it a few times and figured it out.
Totally wrote this morning.
Do you think we could have like a 2-minute break real quick?
Yeah, let's 5-minute break if everyone needs to go use the restroom. Go get a snack or
Breakfast break.
something. Breakfast break, yeah. Give me a chance to say what's up, Twitch chat. How's everyone doing?
It's called. I don't know what Jama just read, but it was not on the scroll that I see here, unless there's a second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the part about the portal was the part that I wanted you guys to know about, and then the other 2 paragraphs were the part that I wanted to keep hidden because I didn't want you guys just trying to jump into the water and fucking get out.
Ah.
So, I haven't read it yet.
I haven't read it yet either.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. It's alright, you know.
I left it open for the
Okay.
chat. I wasn't gonna read it, and I was gonna let you tell me what I was supposed to know.
Yeah, so I read you what
It's
you
alright.
guys were supposed to know. The
I'll forget it by the time I come back from the bathroom break, so it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's my
White
special
memory.
power. All right, be right back.
Alright.
See the chat in 5 minutes or whatever.
I'm gonna grab a snake.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought I fixed it, Jama. I don't.
I wasn't sure.
I think they have to close out the actual window for it to refresh.
I don't know what they can and can't see because I can see everything. You know what I mean?
There's 2 handouts. There's one that's a Baeus' scroll that only you and I can see, and then there's another handout called a Baeus' scroll ripped that everyone
Yeah,
should be able
but
to see.
it has the first 2 paragraphs, which are the ones I didn't want.
So yeah, that's what I was saying is you got to close it out and reopen. I think because I just changed the
Oh, yeah, I've closed it and opened it a few times. It still
There's one.
shows
There's one that's just a base scroll, and there's one that's a base scroll
ripped.
ripped.
Yeah.
So
the-
ripped is the one that everyone can see.
Okay. Yeah, that one has the first 2 paragraphs and not the 3rd paragraph. So,
That's not what I see.
oh, that's weird. Let me refresh.
Yeah, I don't. Because I think it's because I used the same. I probably should have just made a new handout. Just started over.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So they're just gonna have to refresh.
Just close it and reopen it.
Yeah. Well, no, they're gonna have to refresh because I was closing and opening it and it wouldn't change. So, but I refreshed Roll20, and then
Oh.
it updated.
Weird.
Yeah. It's all right.
Memes. Lots of memes today. What are you gonna do?
I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad, man. Glad to hear it. How's everyone in
Happy.
chat doing?
Happy
Hello?
I got a DM at PC.
Shout out to Comfy Couch Gamers. Love to see y'all here.
Oh yeah, we got some new fake quick static.
Yeah.
Stopping by. Good to see you.
I want coffee, but I have to get up super early.
The Strugs.
Hmm.
Yeah, this. I don't know. I feel like this session might be ending a little bit early. I'm not really sure. I don't
Hey,
want to
Kyle.
really.
Make sure you refresh your Roll20 so that way the
Oh, it's all good.
scroll updates.
That's what I figured might have been necessary.
Yeah.
It was like,
Also, I don't recommend ending the session early because you want to help guarantee it ends in 3.
yeah. Well, it's just because like if we get into another combat, that's gonna be like at least an hour. So.
Oh, good thing we have an hour and a half.
Yeah, true. Roll initiative. No.
Let's go. You never know. Combat could go pretty quickly. I mean, it just depends on, especially if there's only one goon.
Yeah, and it could very well. I mean, you guys have circumvented some combat already, so it's possible you may not even try to fight. We'll just kind of
Diplomacy? What are we, the good guys?
like it.
What are we, good or something?
Had
An
to
option.
happen eventually.
What did I miss?
Sky, you're gonna have to refresh Roll20 to get the updated scroll.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because I used the same document, so it like bugged out basically. Just got to refresh.
Just roll 20 things.
Ah, not as much reading, thank God.
Well, yeah, I mean, he already read it out loud. What
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good that you guys have references, so no one had to take notes.
Notes are no place for a mighty warrior.
The other stuff was kind of cursed knowledge. So.
Well, it was like one part like a warning, also. Yeah, but yes, definitely curse knowledge. I guess it depends on the person reading it, how they interpret it.
Name drop.
Yep. Had to sneak in a few cheeky references here and there.
Oh yeah, Cyrus, huh?
You just got that?
Yeah, I did. That's cool.
The only reason you know it's the same one is because he's a chrono user.
Yeah.
Mhm. For our viewers, we had another party of adventurers that we ran a campaign for in about a year almost in this setting. So Cyrus he was our wizard. Shout out to our boy Jesse. He was a chrono mage, and oh boy, he did some work.
He was a very clutch player.
It's very cool.
What's that? You rolled a 1? Reroll. What's that? Enemy rolled a nat 20 against you? Reroll.
Yeah.
It's even worse than the lucky feat.
And now I'm gonna haste the paladin.
It's especially broken with heroic resting, which means
It
all of those
was.
were refreshing like every 5 minutes, so it's just
Mm-hmm.
maximum.
Pretty
Always
nuts.
safe.
I'm
All
gonna
right, everyone ready to?
Yeah.
So everyone's got their rest in, and it isn't really dawn, but everyone kind of just naturally feels that that time has passed. Feels a little slightly more
Rested.
relaxed, rested. Yeah. Oh man, it's so good to wake up and not have to do paperwork.
Welcome to the rest of your life, then.
So, where to?
This bed
So-
is made comfy.
It looks comfy.
Hestia reluctantly gets up.
You know, we could always just stay here.
No.
You could just hang out and live in this house like a sitcom, and all get into shenanigans and hijinks.
So, nobody else
A
was
sitcom. Isn't that more just like a theater play with extra steps?
Yes, the poets and Meletus would these silly comedies. They're quite entertaining, though.
So, nobody else was awoken by the giant winged creature that landed on the roof while y'all were resting?
Huh?
The giant winged what?
creature.
Yeah. Something very large landed on the roof, and, I guess it kind of whispered. It was like, I smell gold. So, I threw my pouch of gold coins out of the building, and, it took it and took off. Thank God it doesn't count my Drake, because he is a gold metal dragon.
You know, I thought I heard something, but I thought it was someone ripping a fat one.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps it is one of these watchers we saw out in the distance.
Well, we're
Probably.
out of gold for any bribing.
I don't know what purpose they serve, but maybe it's just the underworld. That's the game that's played.
Well, there were sentries at both of the places we went before, and there were no sentries in the town. Perhaps the island is protected and not the city.
That is possible.
The more I hear about
Turns
this
out my-
underworld, the
Turns
less
out
I
my sister
understand.
just got engaged.
Oh, in real life?
Yes.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
He's just sent me a text message of the picture.
Who
So
did?
carry on.
Nice.
Sorry. I
Nice.
felt like I needed to say that.
That's
Woo!
awesome.
Can I get a hell yeah in the chat?
Hell yeah.
The more I learn about this underworld, the less I like about it. Now there's
I agree.
Now there's creatures that are hunting us for gold.
Good thing we don't have any gold anymore. You don't have any gold on you, right?
I don't think so. She starts checking. She takes off the bracelets she was wearing and throws them outside the window. She's like, I think those might have been a gold alloy, maybe.
All right. Well, to the river. The river Tartix. Whatever metaphor this section was. Irrelevant. Let's continue forward. Here.
Here.
I
Agree.
I open the door and start walking. I unlock the door, open it, and start walking.
Oh.
I don't remember locking these.
just Kool-Aid Man's right through the door.
You guys make your way down to the shoreline, and As you approach, once again, the vessel rises from the water to greet you. Ever dutiful, always there.
I look around to see if I can see what Kirikos is talking about.
Perception check.
Not at disadvantage, right?
Feels good.
Yeah, everybody, gets to drop their exhaustion finally.
Still gonna roll a 5, but
But it's an
Proud of you.
honest 5.
Oh my god.
We're moving
Improvements,
up.
people,
I got a
improvements.
6.
Improvement.
It's worse than a 5 because no inspiration.
Man. Yeah, so you look around and you just see the souls of the dead carrying their scrolls to this building. No signs of any winged monstrosities.
Probably for the better.
Yeah, I get on the boat.
You'll climb aboard the boat and say goodbye to possibly the most confusing section of the underworld. As your ship continues down the river Tardix, up ahead you can see an area lit by dim purple flames. Jagged rocks with scarcely enough room for your ship to pass through dominate the path that lays before you. Along the shores of these cliffs and spires, you see ships that have been wrecked, leaving behind skeletons of floating wood, an eerie reminder of the thousands that traveled here before you. Up ahead, on a small island, you see another familiar face. It's the Triton man from back at the docks. He sits sullenly, his elbows resting on his knees and head laid back against the rock.
Is the boat stopping or passing by him?
Since it's entered this more kind of treacherous section, it's slowed down, but it hasn't stopped completely. But it's slowed down enough that you can, maybe talk to him.
Could you ping where we are?
Jump aboard.
Okay.
Moving.
I'm gonna call out to him to try and jump to us.
He looks up at you slowly, taking you all in before heaving a deep sigh and then resting his head once again on the rock behind him.
Are you hurt?
What's wrong,
Again.
friend?
Are you bored?
You seem dissuaded.
He just shakes his head.
Kirikos,
Perhaps we ought not to leave the boat yet.
I would not recommend exiting the boat until it parks itself.
I'm gonna start playing some ska on my instrument of illusion. Time for a better mood.
Doing everything I can, feeling older all the time. You play the jauntiest tune you can think of.
Yeah, I'm
and
trying to cheer him up.
a happy little show of figures dancing in the with your spectral instrument. Plays out a little scene in front of him, but he looks up at it and kind of studies it curiously. He's trying to understand what he's seeing.
I am still beckoning to him too.
I will use thaumaturgy to increase the sound.
like plugging in your lute to an amplifier.
that sounds like a bad idea. We're trying to be kind of quiet, but
We're full of bad ideas today.
I give him guidance too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically it says your voice booms, so I'll sing along loudly.
Persuasion check. I guess we can say that she gave you guidance, and then Argus is kind of helping you too. So.
Oh, okay. So persuasion.
With advantage, right?
Yes.
And a +4? Plus die 4?
Yeah.
Let's go! Oh, I thought that was a 20. That's so close.
close.
17.
Oof. 17. That's
pretty good.
He looks up at you, and the look in his eye for a moment looks hopeful, And he looks like he's about to get up, but then he just collapses on his side, and he's just laying down.
How close are we to the shore?
That's what I was thinking.
You're like right up on it. You could literally step off without even like needing
I'm
to
gonna
I'm gonna do that
use-
too. I'm just gonna
I'm
step
gonna
off and
use-
step onto the shore.
No, wait, Bjork. I have my net.
But,
That's a bit.
but Bjork's already put his
crude.
feet on the ground.
going fishing.
Technically, he is a fish person.
I, I'm gonna go step off. I don't like using a net. Net seems painful, or also inappropriate. If I can just do this respectfully.
I very quickly tie my rope around Bjork's waist, before, like as he starts to step up.
Bjork, when you step off the boat halts and stays
Oh.
in place.
Oh. Well, that's convenient. I'm gonna walk over to the Triton man.
Ocialis is going to warn them again and just say, "Do not leave the boat."
The Triton is just like laying on his side. Just he looks up at you when you come over to him.
What's your name, good sir?
And he kind of gets up on one elbow for a minute. He says he takes like a long time to reply. But he says, "I am Nikos."
Nikos. A strong name. What brings you to these islands here? This archipelago of chaos.
He looks around and he says, "This is the fate I deserve. Isolation."
Why do you deserve such a fate?
I've done terrible, terrible things. Unspeakable things.
You're not alone in that. I have done my own fair share of what some people may consider near unspeakable.
I have betrayed
yet-
those closest to me. I can't let that happen again.
I have betrayed and been betrayed. But the gods have given me a second chance, and I am here to extend that second chance to you as well.
Why should I deserve such a fate? You owe me nothing. Or I mean, I owe you nothing. Why would you do that for me?
Because I am know nothing as well, and yet it was given to me. So I shall pass on the same mercy that was delivered to me, and it's only fair.
I'm gonna give a light concerned tug on the rope.
He sits all the way up now instead of just on one elbow, and he's like, "And what if I betray you? What if I plant a dagger in your back when you least expect it?"
Well, it certainly wouldn't be the first dagger in my back.
Mine either, I suppose.
But you could stab me in the back. But honestly, that'd be more of a life than sitting here being alone for all eternity. A man who wants to be alone isn't going to be a man who stabs a friend in the back.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
What's it called? As I'm saying this, I would like to use my channel divinity. As I'm kind of like gripping the amulet of Heliod around my neck. I want to throw the whole thing here. It's kind of long, but it's specifically the emissary piece. As a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to charisma
Wow.
for the
Oh,
next 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
Sick.
That's cool.
Looks like you planned for this.
$31.
it's a good thing you got advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably, yeah. Yeah, 31 persuasion check.
Bjork begins to like glow with this divine eminence, and it seems to just radiate out from him like a crown of sunlight. And when everybody looked, like not just the Triton guy, but when everybody looks at him, they see like this heroic figure that before just seemed like an average warrior, but there's something inspiring and something deeply motivating that makes you just want to follow him into the very maw of hell itself. And the Triton looks up at you, and he says, I still don't fully understand why you would trust me, and I'm not sure that I fully trust you, but you have a point. I don't want to sit on this rock anymore. He stands up.
I reach out to help him up. My cape billows.
Dramatic
Beautiful.
as fuck. He
And
says,
then
thank you.
let's go, Nikos. Let's get you on this ship, and wherever this ship takes us, let us be not alone. And I'll
Yes.
walk him back over to the ship, and then get him on the ship first, and then I'll hop on afterwards. Nikos, this is everyone. Everyone, this is Nikos.
I
Hi, Nikos.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Ocialis just kind of nods. He's a little disturbed by it, but he doesn't want to project that.
I thought cats liked fish.
The one of the personality traits that I have is that it is hubris to aspire to a higher place than in the natural order we are given. So if this was his fate, who are we to intervene?
Aren't we defying the natural order by trying to find a way out of here?
We were summoned.
Is
By
are
something
we
greater
trying to
than
find a way out of
ourselves.
here? The only person here with a purpose was you, Kyrkos.
Oh,
All of us are here just to experience the journey.
I mean, if y'all want
We
to
all
stay
have our
here,
own
I guess.
If this journey takes us out of the underworld, then that's where we end up. But if this journey takes us to your flame, and that may be where we end up. Perhaps this journey is we're just supposed to all perish at the end.
Fair enough.
Perhaps some bard will sing of this tale someday in the future. The 5 heroes, stone statues at the gate to the living realm. It's kind of beautiful if you think about it.
Thea chimes in, and she's just like, I mean, at this rate, even a small, infinitely small chance at a good afterlife is better than never attempting to seize it. I'm willing to roll those dice. It's a huge risk, and the odds probably aren't in our favor, but if there's even a chance, it's worth taking.
Yeah.
Did the boat start moving again once I hopped in?
Yeah. So once both of you are back on board, it begins to move again. It's slow at first, but it seems to be picking up speed.
So, Thea, how did you come to pass over?
Well, I it's a bit fuzzy, but I believe I died protecting my temple. Raiders, I'm not sure where they were from, but they burst in and were sacking the temple, stripping it of its riches, and killing anyone who stood in their way.
What an oddly familiar story.
Sacrilege to the gods. These heathens, I don't think they served any god. They only served themselves.
You, Nikos, if you're comfortable talking. Unless you'd rather not say.
It's... The wound is still fresh. I prefer to discuss it another time.
No rush. We only have all of eternity.
Your boat begins to steadily pick up speed. It jerks and tilts more violently, just barely enough to stop itself from being smashed on the rocks. It's all you can do to hang on as you're thrown back and forth, threatened to be tossed overboard with every corner that you take. Then, just when you think you can't take it anymore, the ship evens out and begins to slow to its former steady pace. Jagged rocks that jut from the water form cliff-like walls that seem to close in around you as your ship deliberately pushes through the maze-like labyrinth, and a thick mist begins to roll in. You seem to be traveling a well-worn path, but the cliffs still hang menacingly overhead. The blanket of fog coats the area in a dampness and makes it hard to see even past the length of your arm. Things begin to get very still. Softly, you hear the sound of a woman singing.
Be wary, this could be sirens.
Up ahead, you see the mist begin to part, and in a small clearing, you see several women sitting on the rocks.
I cover my ears.
I do the same.
Swimming order?
Swimming order. Yeah, you're free. You're free to arrange yourself on the boat as you'd like, and I can move the NPCs wherever you'd like. They have about roughly half your hit points, just for reference.
Yeah, I'll be up
On the
front.
squishy side.
Yeah, middle, somewhere, give or take.
I'm going to manifest my echo, so can you put it right behind me?
I forgot to copy that one over. Hang on. Echo, echo. Donde está la echo?
Oh, now that I'm attuned to my gloves, do I know what my gloves do?
Oh yeah, you should see a handout.
Oh, I see them.
Gloves of softness.
Oh,
So appropriate.
Great name.
Thank you.
And what I'm gonna do with my echo
Okay,
is
sorry,
fly my vessel.
Here is your echo.
Alright, I'm gonna put it behind me and I'm gonna have it plug my ears with its fingers.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And then I'm gonna notch an arrow in my bow.
This woman closest to you, whenever she sees your boat, she stops singing and she says, "Oh, hello there, travelers. if you don't mind, do you think you could give me a ride? I seem to be trapped here. And this chick over here is like, yes, me too. Please, someone trapped us here. We can't seem to get out of here. And I've heard that.
Check.
What?
Insight check.
Can we like all make an insight check?
Sure.
I don't.
I don't know. I believe her.
I didn't hear any of that, so I'm screaming, what?
We should help out as many people as we can.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yes.
Well, dude, you're gonna help the fish man, but not the gorgeous ladies. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta help everybody.
If she
We
breathes,
picked up the-
she's
we
a
picked up the
thought.
We picked up the
Um,
less obvious trap, and not the obvious trap.
I told the two
Uh,
behind me to cover their ears.
Argus, you can see the faint glimmer of magic at the edges of their frames. They seem to be disguising their true identities. And Hestia and Ocialis, you're not buying what they're selling either. You-hoo, Mr. Strong Adventurer Man, please save me from my trap here.
She's in.
I'm the one
shooting
that's
distance.
trapped. What's that?
She's in shooting distance. So
She's
I'm
in
gonna,
longbow range.
so I'm gonna let one rip.
What are you doing, August? She needs our help.
No, he's got the right idea.
Let me send her a little help.
A little warning shot.
Aggressive negotiations.
I am assuming an 11 misses.
Actually, hold on.
If an 11 hits, this is gonna be a quick encounter.
Yeah, because they are just people. They're not actual.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if I baited y'all into murdering 4 commoners. That would be hilarious.
Argus would jump into the river Tardix.
11 does not hit. You you jump into the river. You fire off your shot, but she, like, with cat-like reflexes, she jerks out of the way and dodges it, and she's like, "What are you doing? Why are you what?" And she's gonna say, "You wouldn't want to hurt a little thing like me, would you?" And she's going to make you make a wisdom saving throw, Argus.
Do I get advantage because my ears are plugged?
I don't think it's sing-song.
Okay, I don't know.
But you do get +4 because of me.
Okay.
So no advantage, just the plus 4. Give me a fair.
Dang.
So close to a fucking
Oof.
13.
Wow, dude.
Alright, so 9,
Shit
no
rolls.
10.
Is this a spell or an ability, Russell?
It is a spell.
I would like to cast Counterspell.
Thank you, Solace.
I would like to cast Speaking of Hope.
What does that do?
Okay. So you can see, like, as the words are escaping her mouth, Ocialis, you're already, you were already on edge before, and now you're full on in attack mode, and the magic gets cut short, and she like almost like chokes on her words as she says it. She's like, "What? The insolence! Cannot believe you would do such a thing. You're not heroes. You're bastards." And as she says that, her form begins to, like, as if her skin is like melting off her, and she turns into this horrifying looking creature.
That's why you attacked her.
So he
Like,
doesn't
it's
hate
completely-
women.
What?
Just a little,
How were you able to
little-
tell that it was a
little reference there.
disguise?
Heyo.
Nice tatas.
Nice, Sue. Okay.
Very nice.
You cast Beacon of Hope, Hestia?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone that hasn't acted, if you want to do one more thing, we're about to roll initiative.
I'm confused. Don't we want to die to this? I'm very getting mixed signals here.
My snoo is not your fate.
I
No,
decide my
I don't
own
want
fate.
Yeah, baby. You take the disadvantage away. He's a whole new guy.
You said we get. I don't even have a.
Yeah, I didn't even think about disadvantage on initiative checks. It's so brutal.
I know it's like the only thing that makes the first level of exhaustion
A
like
problem.
the most punishing. Or you just play an entire session where there's very little combat, or you just have a lot of stuff happen in a day, which is kind of the way it's designed.
It definitely made your role play and exploration encounters much more challenging.
Yeah,
for
which
sure.
which is the plan, right? It's not punishing, but it's just like meaningful, but they like won't kill you. Wait, we're rolling for initiative, right?
Russell, could you create me?
No.
I
No,
want to
what's up?
see. I want to see what a 40-foot radius sphere looks like.
No, you can. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of.
Wait, 20 foot?
40.
40?
I can increase the size of fog cloud by 20 feet per spell level, and I can cast
Oh,
second level
baby.
spells.
Fog Cloud ability counter. Let's go.
The
Look-
boat already knows where it's going, so it's fine.
Exactly.
Like, I think it's roughly about that big.
Also, don't forget to transform this lady.
That one doesn't transform.
Oh, that's concerning.
40-foot radius. Okay. I think it would go.
I may have squanched it just a little bit.
That's okay. Which
It's
direction is the boat
roughly about-
going?
Pretty ladies.
That's direction.
It's moving like this way.
Oh, that sucks.
So we're gonna move
It's-
right
it's-
through them.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you roll initiative, Kirikos, or not yet?
Not yet. You said we have like one more.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Yeah,
was
I did see.
determining how far that would go.
He's setting his advantage up.
Yeah. Let's
Tactical advantage.
let's drop that right here in the middle so that they can't see us.
Yeah, that would be a nice little setup for us.
Like that?
Like up and right just a smidge more. Like where this part right here will be like just covering the whole rock. Yeah,
There
that
we
looks
go.
good. Okay, so that will be the one action you're giving us in Outworld Initiative now. I
Some
forgot to
big
click on
action,
myself.
baby. Oh, that was so close to being a 15, dude.
Was it 9? Okay. I gotta change it to 9. There we go.
Okay, so this woman screams and her flesh begins to change back into her monstrous form. And you see her two companions over there do the same. You all launch your spells in defensive measures, and Osialis, you have the first initiative.
Do
Well,
something
since
big.
both of these two are going to be obscured,
Technically 3,
Fine.
but
But
you
if you
can't,
have to-
you can't see the one in the back back left either.
Yeah, because you can't
Well,
see through it.
Yeah.
that one
It's
is
gonna be
that
funny if
one
they just,
would
like,
be
dispel magic.
my only other target,
This
my only
this
other
is the
legal
only one
target.
you can see right here, yeah.
And my longest range spell is 120.
Lightning bolt. Wow.
No, it's not.
That's still over
Yeah,
100
all
foot
of
range.
All of my ranges max out at like 120 feet. So actually, what I'm going to do
Dodge action.
is
Mage armor.
Prepare or hold a what do you call it? Prepare a spell.
I'm going to use my other subclass feature, and I am going to spend 2 sorcery points. And let's see. Let's go ahead. That there.
That's so cool. That it reduces
Right, I can-
damage
it's
by
just-
a D8. That's so good.
Per sorcery point, but I'm so let's see. I am going to give Argus 2d8 warding.
Oh, thank you.
So you have, if when you take damage, you roll the dice and reduce those damage.
That's perfect.
And
You get a little green dot.
that's,
It affects
that's
Connor
all I
too.
can do.
Is it? Wait,
Yeah.
is it you or you and? Oh, you or. Never mind.
Oh, I thought it was you and. Damn, if it was you and, that'd be amazing.
Busted.
Right. But that will have to be my turn since I can't see my other targets until the boat gets closer.
Actually,
Thank
you won't
you,
be able to see them
Chalice.
at all because it's heavily obscured.
Yeah.
We will need all the protection we can get.
York. York, York, York.
I have a question. We are technically seated in a boat.
I'm standing.
Uh-oh.
So, in terms of prone and not prone, what are we considered?
Not prone. You can stand in the boat. The boat's big enough that you can stand in it without losing your footing.
That's
now,
what
if
I was
something
under the
rocks the
assumption
boat,
of.
then
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Don't rock the boat.
yeah, it's bigger than I. The token I chose maybe it wasn't the best choice. It's bigger than a rowboat. It's like you could like lay down across the width of
Yeah,
this
I got
thing.
you.
Like,
I
it's
want to
pretty
call.
wide.
Yeah, I've been watching Vinland Saga, so I kind of know what you got in mind.
Oh. Kind of
Vinland
longboaty
Saga's
almost.
goated series.
I just watched it for the first time because the new season came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is it'd be so exciting if we were doing a Norse campaign."
We could let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. Get
Just
in the
want-
comments.
Just want Vikings.
Oh, what's it called? I might. So, okay, because I just wanted to know if I was granting advantage, basically. I'm not really sure what's about to happen, so I'm going to.
Are any of us ever really sure of what's about to happen?
Nope.
I'm going
I'm not
to.
even.
I'm going to keep it simple.
It's all fun and games until the
And-
mermaids get in the water.
It's all fun and games till they drag you in the water.
Oh, then you just like lose. Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm going to use my piety feature. I'm going to grab my circlet, my amulet, and I'm going to cast bless on. Let's see who's. On Ocealis, Hestia, and Kyrikos.
Bless can be used on what again?
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
As Bjork takes his battle stance, his horns begin to glow with that same divine light from
That's
before.
cool.
The aura bathes his allies in a comforting warmth that strengthens their resolve and inspires them to do their best.
Friendship no jutsu.
Ganbate today.
And if that's your turn, Argus, you're up next.
I will.
As my bonus action, my cape billows in the wind.
Billows majestically.
Billows
heroically.
majestic.
Nice.
Nikos and Thea both swoon.
I am going to. The only. How far is my longbow attack?
I think you could probably hit her that one at disadvantage range.
It's 600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a longbow's
150,
range is 150, so you can actually
Oh.
throw
You
that
actually
advantage.
just
You can just tag her. That's funny.
All right.
I
Yeah.
feel like she's gonna have cover, but
Nah, man, she's just laying
She
there on
is
the
sitting
stone.
on top of a rock.
Okay.
it's like, oh.
You got you got a pretty clear shot at her.
She was trying to be
then-
sexy, remember?
I'm gonna go ahead and just take that shot, and I'm going to be like, "May my arrow strike true."
he like
Your arrow struck too.
No, what
he
happened
lets
was,
go
right?
of it, and it just like falls.
I skirt along the magic of the fog cloud, and it catches the arrow and knocks it off course.
Well, yeah, the wind gets in the way, and yeah. It's okay. It all happens to the best of us.
It goes. It goes.
Centaur noses.
It goes out a couple feet and just bloop, right in the water.
Oh man. Second
let's-
attack.
1 second. Yeah, I do have my second attack. I'm gonna. How far
Do
is
it
the-
again.
Yeah, but how far is the crossbow? That's out of range.
It's less.
Yeah,
I can't
so
remember what it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack again with my longbow. Out here, just draining my arrow count.
Oh, that was almost
Oh,
a nat
you
20.
mother!
No, it
Dude.
hits. It hits.
Yeah, but it was almost 20.
Oh, so yeah, I don't have digital dice.
We have the dice. We have the dice enabled. You can turn yours on too, Russell.
I don't wanna.
He's a DM.
No.
He doesn't.
Well,
Yeah, no, I just
he
my
could see ours.
my computer already kind of chugs with Twitch and like multiple character sheets open, so
Oh, that's fair.
just trying to cut down where I can.
Was 9 damage, sir.
Yep. So
And
you
then-
you let your second arrow fly, this time adjusting for the fog cloud, and it chunks into the meat of her tail, and she lets out a horrible sounding scream.
We're here. Why not? I'm gonna action surge.
Oh,
Let another one rip.
Actually, you let another 2 rip.
gamer. 16 hits.
Nice.
Nice.
Whew. Can I do anything about this? I don't have any reactions to it.
You're 150 feet away. Have fun. Nice.
Nice. I'm glad they all hit. It feels good,
Now
man.
roll that damage again.
Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
So after you figure out the trajectory on the first one, your the kind of the spirit of battle ignites inside of you, and you remember that feeling that you got, and it's back at the arena, and you kind of hate yourself a little bit for enjoying it, but you know that you have to clear this path to protect your friend. So you knock 2 more arrows at the same time and fire them both. And pop.
And then on the last one, I'm about to aim a little high, and my echo like grabs my arm and just tilts it a little lower, and then I let it go, and then the arrow lands.
He's like, I've already lived through this part, buddy. You need to aim a little lower.
They give each other a
pretty
little
much.
knuckle bump after.
Pretty much.
Okay, Siren's turn. Line of sight. Creature you can see. Well, you don't see this, but they're gonna do something.
That's rude.
That is rude. How dare they?
You're the one that cast the fog cloud.
How dare they take an action?
I don't know what you're complaining about.
How dare they breathe? Stop breathing.
Thought breathing?
Stop breathing. But they are thought breathing.
It's true. Sploosh.
Oh no.
Oh.
We hear it, right?
I thought the water sucked your soul out or something.
All of you just assume they have a soul.
You know what? That's fair.
I'm pretty sure they could suck the soul out of you too, Anthony.
Ha! But I am a construct, so I don't have dangly parts.
But you can. Oh boy, there's a lot to unpack there.
Alright,
So,
stream's over, everybody. Good night.
Yeah, pack it up. I knew we should have
Second
ended
time
it
this
early.
thing ended.
We're an inclusive party. We're an
Okay.
inclusive party.
So yes, we accept all kinds here. All right, so this siren that's already tanked several arrows. You can see her form begin to shimmer and split, and it looks like there's 4 identical versions of her, all occupying the same space.
Mirror
And then she's gonna do a very embarrassing fish flop into the water here. She manages to get in the water. And okay, so wait, so she still has. They all still have. 20. Okay, Hestia, it's your turn.
Nice. By chance, is she visible?
So from the edge of this this side of the fog cloud, you see she's got the same 4 copies, shadow clones, kind of doing the same thing. But they are swimming along the surface. But it does appear to be like 4 identical copies of the same creature.
Fireball.
I'm gonna cast something pretty similar. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on her.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because it's just a dex save.
So she has to be 16 dex.
Damn, that's high as fuck.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20 to see if you choose the correct target.
Yeah. D20.
Right. Then I still get to save. So it's a dex save?
Yes.
Ooh, that's such good memory. Cleric things. I failed my save. So one of the 4 duplicates that's swimming towards you, you invoke Karamitra's name, and from out of the water, these like spires of like thorny like javelins almost. They pierce straight up out of the water, skewering one of the copies of the Spirens, but it fades away into an illusion.
Rude.
She got one of them. So now there is three of her on this one.
And then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right next to her
Oh.
for my bonus action.
Oh, excellent.
What does your spiritual weapon take the shape of?
Let's see. I think Karamitra's weapon is a scythe.
That sounds about right to me.
So it will be a scythe.
Let's see what I can summon here.
No problem.
Okay, I believe you should now have control over this.
I can't move it.
Try now.
I can move it. Enemy spotted. And when I cast a spell, I can make a melee spell attack against the creature.
Hmm?
So, do I have to roll a d20?
Yeah. So you D20 proficiency and wisdom.
That's
Plus
pretty
my
hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yep.
Yep. Roll damage.
Spiritual weapon.
1d8 plus your
Damn.
wisdom modifier.
Juicy.
Oops, didn't mean to do that, but yes.
So this spectral scythe appears out of the air, and Hestia does like a wombo combo. She brings the thorns up at the same time as she brings the scythe down, trying to slice it. I do need you to roll. Oh wait, hold on. I need you to roll a d20 to make sure you hit the right one. I forgot about my own spell. Let's see, with 3 copies left. Uh oh.
We lost.
Who did we lose?
Jama.
He's kind of back. We just gotta get him to turn on his camera.
Roll. Let's see, with 2 duplicates. Oh, so you did hit.
Nice.
This time
Lord.
you hit the correct one. It deals its damage.
I don't know
So
where
you-
Jama went. Did he say he
don't
was
know.
leaving, or did he just lose connection?
He didn't say nothing.
He probably just lost connection. Otherwise, I imagine he would have.
Oh wait, hold on. He just messaged me. Oh no, it was about the side thing.
Can't hear you if you're talking, Jama.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
It's all good.
Internet life happens. The good news is that if you don't use your video camera, as long as we're in the combat screen, everybody's screens are still kind of in the right spot. It's a little off, but it's kind of close. But this is obviously better.
You
I'm
saying
gonna
Jama's
so-
ugly and shouldn't use his camera, or what?
I got
Oh,
you.
dude.
No, I'm just saying that in the worst case scenario.
Problem solved, Anthony.
Kyle's the one who was saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have Nikos take a dodge action.
She's a caster. Cast things.
No, the Triton.
Oh, right.
Thea, on the other hand,
Tritons can
Will-
swim.
try to.
Wait, did Hestia hit a mirror image, or did
No,
hit
she hit the row one.
the- okay.
Oh, concentration check. Right.
What did Nico do? Did Nico go?
He took a dodge
mirror
action.
mirror image is not concentration. Very cool. Yeah. Nikos just took a dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, mirror image is great for casters who are trying to hide their casting. So
It's what I used with my Hexblade Warlock. I would blur and then mirror image so that there would be 4 of me that are blurred.
it's awful. You're awful.
Russell hated it. He was not a fan.
It was ass.
AoEs are your best friend.
Yeah, for real. Thea, she grasps the pendant that she's got around her neck, and she says, "Kyrano, smite our enemies, clear a path." And these blue and red lightning bolts flash out from her hand, and she tags the siren with guiding bolt.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yes, there. Like that. Find your purpose.
And she did
And,
actually hit the real one too.
Guiding bolt means that the next attack against it has advantage, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
This sounds like a good opportunity for the ranger to let her rip with their longbow.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Kyrkos, you're up.
We are gonna take advantage of that advantage.
Rip and
Yeah,
dip.
baby.
Thank God for that advantage.
For real.
Well,
Go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you hit the real one or the
the cop.
shadow clone.
But I know which one's the real one because I
Yeah,
shot it with the
that's-
guiding light.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
true.
It's illuminated, yeah.
Well, you hit it either way. Okay. And that actually is enough to
Trigger phase 2.
bonk.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
We heal.
The real
You see-
question is,
You
Oh,
see the
sorry.
residual. You see the residual magic illuminating the correct copy, and you line up your shot and just plant an arrow right between her eyes. She, whenever you hit her, she lets out another guttural scream and begins to melt into this like blacky, inky oil that seems to dissipate and mix with the river.
Uh-oh. Ew, also.
Ew.
What was your question, Jama?
I was gonna ask if they sink or float, but never mind.
They become one with the river.
If the other one is in the river where your cloud is, Kyriakos, I would appreciate being able to see it.
But it was a level 2 spell. There's still...
What do those words mean?
I'll drop concentrate. Well, do I really want to drop concentration? Because then the one on the back will see us too.
We're heading that way.
Yeah, but we'll have, they won't be able to see us.
Just see how far the boat gets first, and then figure it out.
Yeah. Can I see this one over here, or is this is that rock in the way?
You can see her, but she is also mirror imaged.
That's fine.
How tall is this? Wouldn't this provide cover? If she is below it, because this is higher than it, so then I would obscure the vantage.
That's why I was asking if I could even see.
You know what? Yeah, actually, I think you've got a point.
I will
yeah,
stand up on the boat.
She's got
Does
three.
that,
She's
does
got.
that matter?
She's got 3/4 cover.
Yeah, I'm not.
You can see her, but not well.
I'm not gonna bother then.
Fire early.
And I will use my bonus action to command Spyro to take the dodge action.
Nice.
Sick.
The boat moves like 100 feet.
Boat lurches forward.
Plows right through the other mermaid. Just runs her over because she can't see us coming.
And it doesn't make any noise.
Thunk.
Boat is so fast.
Give me a sec while I move everyone over here to their appropriate spots.
Spiritual weapon's gonna be left in the dust. Oh my goodness.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's gone forever.
Goodbye.
I
did
can
its
only
job.
move at 20 feet.
It takes the dash action. Well, good news. That's the other she can see now. Probably.
Okay.
You can definitely see the
So-
one that's close and low.
I actually think we are going to.
You know what happens when you hit a siren with lightning?
I mean, I was thinking about it, but since I can't see this one, I don't want to.
Same thing
I
that
can't see
happens
this
to
one, I don't
everything
wanna-
else.
Yep. But let's see. I mean, I could just magic missile and get rid of the shadow clones, maybe. You said she has
Magic
4
missiles auto
clones,
hits.
or
You don't even make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there are 4, 3 duplicates and 1 real one.
okay, so. Okay, yeah, let's just let's do a 2nd level magic missile.
Having one target each copy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it target each of the copies, just so I can attempt to get rid of them.
So Osialis, as you command your magic to you summon forth this energy, these spectral cogwheels begin to take shape around you, and each of the bolts seems to be like a mechanical almost like steampunk machinations of gears and levers and pulleys and all that, and they launch forward, and each one of them, like each missile connects like right in the forehead of each of the sirens, and
Ooh,
three of
spicy.
them disappear, and one of them takes the damage. So go ahead and roll.
It's noon.
you, you just have to roll 1d4 since only one of them actually hit the ruin.
+1. 1d4
Ooh.
+1 damage.
Oh, damage. That's cheating.
I've taken care of the illusions,
Good job.
and that'll end my turn.
York.
Jorgensen.
York.
I will continue to stand up on the. What do you have? Not that it probably matters anymore, but do you have a marker for my bless spell?
Oh, yeah. Who else blessed? I'm sorry, everyone.
Bless
And,
not homie.
Hestia, Osialis and Kyrgos.
Oh, I forgot
were
I
all
had
blessed.
that, but I didn't even need it on my attack.
Yeah, I was watching when you were rolling. I was just gonna wait till my turn to bring it up again.
There you go.
If I had remembered that, I probably would have taken that second shot.
Yellow dot.
Always take the second shot.
He was blessed.
Blessed.
And then I'm going to. I don't have any like ranged weapons, so I'm going to.
Javelins. More people need to carry javelins. At least you strengthen.
Nonsense.
Hey man, I still think like using that javelin of lightning with that great bow was one of the dopest things we've ever done.
That was pretty sick.
Can you still provide the shield action to somebody without a shield? I mean, you're using a
The
great
shield
sword.
action is a Star Wars thing, not a 5e thing.
Lame.
Guard.
The guard-
I think
the
you
guard
got
action.
Guard action.
That's the one. Guard action.
Yeah, it is a Star
The
Wars
guard
thing.
action is Star Wars thing. So I
That's
feel like
so
D&D
lame.
could benefit from something like that. Anyways, I'm going to take the dodge action. I'm going to get my great axe ready to defend against people any way I can.
Argus.
Bonus action, my cape billows.
Alright. Got one fishy dead. And then this one, the mirror image is broken, right? Because Oshalis
Yes.
had all. Nice. Alright.
Mhm.
Alright, so we're
Yeah.
gonna. To quote Connor.
Fishy woman.
To quote Connor. Second verse, same as the first.
Sheesh.
Now put me on a plane so I can put him in a hearse.
Bars.
Credit to Team 4-star.
That'll
that was
do
almost
it.
the nat one.
It was. Oh my fuck. I got kicked off roll 20. Give me a second. I'm coming back. I'm coming back, baby. I ain't leave you.
Stop it. It's illegal. You did hit her at
Illegal.
least.
Yeah, at least I did that
And
one.
damage.
10 dippus.
Alright, then we're gonna. Beyblade, let it rip! Patent pending. Let's see. This lack of disadvantage in my life is doing things for me.
14
Technically,
hits.
You didn't have disadvantage when attacking earlier.
Yeah, I did. It was an emotional disadvantage.
Oh.
you sink
Emotional damage.
you sink a second arrow right between her ample bosoms, and she also dissipates into the black ichor that spreads out like an oil onto the surface of the Tartix River.
Amazing.
Just had to work bosoms in there.
Yep. I'm going to.
Such a good
move-
word.
I'm gonna move my my echo to the back of the boat and try to give cover to Thea.
Okay.
Then
Body
I'll
block.
also try to provide cover to Estia. And then that'll be my turn diggity.
Like a horror movie. She pops up behind you guys.
What?
Whee!
Who would have seen
Four
that
of her,
coming?
just like the rest.
Yes. And who should I go after?
There's a big honking centaur in the front there.
There's a big honking lots of dudes on this ship.
Oh, you know what? I know what I should do.
You should attack somebody
Do
with the
it.
dodge action. Gonna cast.
This music.
Okay.
Great.
Fireball.
So her the four copies of the siren begin to like swim in a circle, like synchronized swimming in this circle, and they begin to create this whirlpool, and all of a sudden there is this massive swirling whirlpool behind the ship, that threatens to suck you all in.
That explains the wreckage.
Just trying to get
Is this a spell or an ability?
make a perception check.
Could he make an arcane check?
You could make alternatively you can make arcane if you'd like, but he doesn't. I don't think he has enough.
Nope. I got a +1 to wisdom and a +0 to intelligence.
Uh,
So, oof.
Sorcerers.
No bueno.
You're not sure.
Do it anyway.
You've seen some pretty questionable stuff. Could be a spell, could not be a spell. Hard to say for sure.
Okay.
You gonna counter it?
If it's not, if I don't know it's a spell, then I can't counter it.
That's true.
Don't worry, I got this.
Or you just waste a spell.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could try, you could cast it and hope, but you won't know for sure.
I don't have that many 3rd level spells, so I think I'm
Alright.
going to reserve the right
Probably
to save the last 2.
That is probably smart.
That's a lot bigger than I thought.
Actually, it should be 20.
It's bigger than.
Anybody know shape water?
No.
You need more than shape water for this.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
Control water's a 4th level spell?
Yes.
Shape water's a
Assuming that's
cantrip.
Yeah, that's why I made the joke. Everyone shape water at the same time.
Oh, we got this.
The power of friendship and 4 shape water.
If we each make a 4-block ice cube, we can stop it.
Okay, Hestia, you're up.
I'm gonna use the spell magic.
The biggest fuck you to Russell.
No, it's okay. Whenever you cast a spell magic, everyone realizes that this was actually an illusion, and it dissipates.
Oh.
Bonkers.
Good call.
Yeah, I was like, what can I do? I was like, major image?
Dispel magic is a radius.
And a slice closer.
She like punches the water in frustration. Man.
Is dispel magic like a radius?
I love how
type
the
of thing?
spiritual weapon's trying to catch up.
Yeah, dispel magic is like a cube, I think.
So would that affect her mirror images too?
Choose one magical effect within range.
Okay.
Any spell of 3rd level. Oh shit! Yeah, so it drops her fucking
Well,
mirror image too.
She didn't choose
Ooh.
she didn't choose the character. She just chose. Well,
Yeah, but
But it is an AoE.
You choose
Yeah,
one magical
an AoE.
effect, but any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
No more mirror image for you either.
Yeah, nasty. Wombo combo.
Nice.
And then you move your.
Yeah, I go and I move my sides up. I sit back down. I'm like, okay, I did my thing.
Stand up, sit back
Next.
Next.
down. What's Nikos gonna do?
Cry.
Stab her with a spear.
I'm going to put sadness on the stack. Sadness resolves.
I cast depression.
No, what he's gonna do is I cast depression too. That's sorry, that's a passive ability. I wake up with it.
it's an enchantment with cumulative upkeep.
Yep. Oh man.
Cumulative upkeep. Pay 1 day of your life.
Glad everyone got the chest. The big sad boy. Alright, I don't know how well this is gonna come out, but he's gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Nice.
60 foot, 10 foot wide.
He really said, "Be gone, thought."
Oops.
Oh no, he's gone.
Wow.
Come back!
The gust of
was
wind
really
was so
super
strong it
effective.
deleted him from existence.
Disappeared into the mix. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so he stands up and he takes this massive breath, and when he exhales, the wind is like supernaturally strong and begins blowing a large current behind you guys.
a cart of Alcaeus doing this all through Theros with her own short rest.
Yeah.
Does the boat move forward?
It moves forward 1 square.
Okay, I'll take it.
No! It's better than it launching into the fucking rocks further ahead.
I'm just saying,
Can you imagine?
canonically, if we were doing it all campaign, if he does it, it should still work. Consistency.
That's funny.
What's it called? That would imply that the water we're in would be treated like actual water.
Oh, that's true.
Kyle,
Could
he
just be
let
like
us
a
have a
conveyor
win.
belt.
He let us have a win, guys. Shut up.
Thea's gonna cast Guiding Bolt again.
I love her for that.
Yeah, that is excellent. Well,
And,
she was totally worth the 3rd level spell.
For real. Definitely made a good choice there. Alright, she hits and she dealt 13 radiant damage.
Excellent.
Spicy.
Marked.
Next attack has advantage.
Oh, look who's
Hey,
going
hey,
after.
speaking of next
Well,
attack,
well.
Oh,
It's all part of the plan.
It's all coming together. Nice. 27 definitely mercs.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it hits, but we are going to use Spyro's feature, Infused
Yes.
Strikes.
Let's go.
Spicy.
That I keep forgetting about.
How many times can you do that? Because we could have been doing that every time I shot a fucking arrow.
That's why I added the I keep forgetting about.
So when Kirikos go ahead and roll your d6. When Kirikos launches his arrow, Spyro shoots out a little burst of flame, and it catches the entire arrow on fire in a little wombo combo, and it hits the siren.
13 damage.
That's
She does
great.
not like it.
Does Infused Strike use its reaction to do?
Yes, it does use its reaction.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
other
you
than that,
guys
it's
both
like
gave
once.
it for you.
Yeah, but-
Yeah.
I will make my second attack. I'm assuming she's still alive.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's right. You don't see the health.
But you have a die 4. You can still
I
hit.
do have a die for it, but I roll a one.
Oh,
I think that hits.
Oh.
Oh no, she has 13 as her AC. Super
I don't know if we
close.
figured it out.
Yeah, no, I rolled 13 and hit.
Okay.
Guiding bolt
I
only
tried.
lasts for
You need-
one attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Alright.
Try to turn.
Oh, and bonus action for Spyro to dodge.
Let's see if I can do this cleanly than last time.
Spiritual weapon's never gonna catch up.
I think spiritual weapon is gone because I'm not 60 feet.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't
Unless
think
it's
I
just
don't
to
think there's
cast
a
it.
range on you. Yeah, it's just to cast it. You don't have to stay in range unless it says so.
It's never catching
We're
up.
good.
Nope. It's gonna stay there for 1 minute, and then that's the end of it.
If you decided to get off the boat, it could catch up.
By the time it catches up, the 1 minute time would expire. And it's just like, oh, hey, spiritual weapon, long time no.
My spiritual weapon!
My man witch. Oh.
It's psyched to see you.
Oh man, these squares are all janked out.
It was going so well, and then we.
And I started. I
Flipping
shouldn't have
90
fucking tried to
degrees.
move them. There we
Yeah,
go.
that looks
That
good.
was. That was.
Good.
I'm gonna leave it.
Close
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll see Alice.
Can I?
Oh, I'm gonna drop concentration on Fog Cloud now.
Okay.
Of course, this lady didn't
helped with
change
that.
or anything.
Not.
I am actually going to attempt to.
She's like, "Help!"
hit her with a cantrip.
Maybe she's big chillin'.
Okay, hold on, real quick before you take your turn, Ocialis. So when the boat veers around this turn, you see one woman who has notably not changed like the other sirens. However, you can see she's in her hand. She's holding a small ornate wooden box.
Nope.
Pandora.
It's in the book, so I had to include it. I was like, where else am I going to put it? Okay, as you were, Connor.
Hey, I think we should rescue her.
Yeah.
I think there's
Um,
nothing bad comes from helping people. And she didn't transform, so she's probably not with them.
Yeah, she must be nice.
I am going to try to hit the remaining siren with a firebolt cantrip.
Go for it. Bang, bang.
Right.
Guys,
No.
she's clearly just carrying a box of kittens.
That's even worse. No, that's not actually worse.
It's a box full.
It's worse.
It's a box full of healing potions.
Yeah.
I have 12
God dang. Why?
because I spent all of my gold on healing potions.
I did too.
26 cents.
Okay.
HP 2 dice.
Don't forget to die for.
2 die 10.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Ouch.
As the boat makes its escape and that huge gust of wind is there, Ocealis takes advantage of it and like puts like a little puff of smoke into the flames and it just
Nice.
follows the whole trail.
Fuel for the fire, literally.
And that will be my turn.
Bjork. I just gotta say, you've
Hey,
done
I real-
so much this combat. Kyle.
I know.
Sorry.
MVP.
What's it called? Guys, I really think we should help her out. She doesn't seem to be like the others.
Yeah,
Help
there's
me.
no reason that we shouldn't help her.
Help me, Mario.
Your princess
I
is
don't
in
know
another
about that
castle.
one.
All of these inhabitants seem to be cursed. It would not be wise for us to take on another.
I'm sure Nikos resents that.
Yes, I agree. Nico is.
No, I'm pretty cursed. He's right.
I'm going. Can I roll an insight check on the lady over there, who's definitely not a metaphor for Pinto's box?
It would
Can
be
I,
my
like-
pleasure.
Aid him with that if possible, because like I wanna argue his case.
Okay. We'll, yeah, we'll allow it. Help action on that insight there.
14's not horrible. It's not great.
If you're blessed, don't you know?
It's possible that if you leave her here, she will become just like the others. But maybe you've gotten to her soon enough that she hasn't quite befallen the same fate as them.
Ori, leap to our boat.
So once I'm going to once the
I can't swim.
Catch me.
once the
Don't miss.
once the once the boat like comes around this corner here,
Yeah.
or it's kind of close by, I'll prepare to exit. So the boat stops, presumably.
I'll do the rope trick again with Bjork.
Okay.
Drags him behind the boat.
Are we kind of out of initiative? Are we kind of out of initiative? No, I guess we're not.
Well, I mean, she's still alive, and she's gonna go after you and Argus. So I'm gonna try to kill you if I can.
Okay, that's fine.
Comforting.
So Bjork, you're gonna ready an action to step off the boat when you get to this corner, and then Argus,
basically-
you spent your turn doing the thing with the rope and helping the insight situation. Okay, so the siren, she has to spend double her movement moving through the wind, so she is only able to move that far.
Why didn't she move left once first?
Because that would be too easy, obviously. She's a monster.
What's
Like-
her intelligence?
6 intelligence. No, that's
Mind shatter.
Reminds me of Alcaeus, to be honest. He was dumber than his horse.
He's like average intelligence, but it's like the average intelligence is just not ever in use.
I mean, I would guess average is just barely being able to read and write and rationalize basic problem solving.
I don't even know if that's true anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, in D&D it is.
I consider an 8 intelligence
He has 6
passing your.
intelligence.
You had 6?
He had 6. He had a -2 in intelligence.
He had like a middle
What's it
school
called?
education
I'm
then.
pretty sure the lowest we ever had was 8 because we didn't roll in that one. We did point by.
No,
which was also
but
like a
I asked if I could lower my intelligence by 2
Oh.
in order to put 2 into con, and I got the okay on it.
Okay, I have to do it purely for the meme, but Ocialis, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
big-
I have my
with
beacon of hope
advantage.
up.
With
right.
what's it called? With
Bless.
advantage,
Plus
with
5.
bless, with my
Poor
+4
Russell.
aura.
Poor Russell.
Yeah, it's okay.
So-
Didn't even need it.
It's my DC.
No, we're-
Probably not that high.
She should just clock out, because like, this is not her shift.
Kill herself.
Connor, roll a die 4 for bless.
Die
We're
4.
sending a message.
Yeah.
A die 4, yes. We're
Oh,
19.
19.
Oh,
Plus, you roll a 23, which
Yep.
jeez. So, Ocialis, you hear the siren say in this demonic sounding voice, "Jump in the water," but your mind has been shielded from years of study and practice and the magical protections that have been blessed on you by your allies. They protect you from following her horrible, insane instructions.
Always have a good wingman. Or wing people.
Hestia, it's your turn.
Estia's gonna step up. She pulls out her handy dandy crossbow.
Oh wow.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Everybody
And
came
was-
strapped for ranged combat, apparently.
For real. She pulled
I
up
won't
Take that or get
hesitate, bitch. I roll really
Wait, you gotta die 4.
a 12,
God,
a 12 still not gonna help.
almost
I'm
funnier that she missed.
use my lucky trait to reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go, dude.
Please,
Sending-
please.
Oh, an
Messages.
ambulance, but no.
Another
Ooh, clutch. The lucky feet coming clutch.
Is that your
Second
second, right?
Obliterated. So,
Yeah, it's actually
Hest-
3, not that matters.
Hestia, you see like a brief flash of prescience, and you see your arrow going just a little too high over her, and then time seems to almost rewind a bit, and you take the shot again, this time correcting for the angle, and it just as she's like screaming at Ocialis to jump in the water with her magical profane command, you hit her right in the back of the throat with the crossbow bolt,
Nice.
and she headshot dissipates into the water.
Technically, it was a throat
Nice. She turns around, gives Ocialis a thumbs up. I got you, buddy. And then sits next to him.
Beautiful.
This
Okay.
is perfect.
Beautiful. Okay, so so we can go ahead and break initiative, but we're gonna try to rescue this chick. So let me just adjust the boat real quick. So it pulls up. Just gonna try to grab all.
I don't know. This seems like the best place to call it. Is she a good guy or is she actually a bad guy? We'll find out next session.
No, we're just play for another hour. It's fine. Same thing.
Well, I was gonna once she gets in the boat, I was gonna
I just posted this GIF in Discord, and it's like, "That's right, bitches. I've got a crossbow." I was like, that's literally has to.
It's so good.
I get more of these vibes.
Oh,
oh my god.
true. True.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, we could call it there. That's fine. We'll we'll pick this up next week and figure out, is she an ally to be trusted, or is she just another villain waiting to stab them in the back? Tune in next time to find out. We'll be back, and we will see you then. Till next time, may the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you. I am an infectious person.
Damn it, Kyle.